I don't think tonight's gonna be like 4 or 5 hour long though.
Oh,
you don't know the power. You don't know the power of our role play.
Oh no.
If it's 3 hours for just one person with you, Grim, imagine what all of us are gonna do. What was that? Cool.
Just Russian's comment.
We're supposed to already be gone, so I think we're back at the guild now.
You won at this point. You'll just be going away from him, explosion in the background.
We're coolly walking away from an explosion.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
People don't look at explosion.
Yeah, it's so cool. Can we just have an explosion at the end of this RP and walk away from it?
It's the guild blowing up.
Oh no! Wait, I take that back.
That's
I
why
don't want that.
continuing. It's because we blew it up by chance. Benzel had one bad experiment.
We mentioned like Hal burning down the guild and slaying all the horses last time, so that might be it.
This campaign ends with just Alvin waking up, and it was all a dream. Thank you, Ethan.
Who were those weird people?
What the hell happened?
I can't wait to meet my hero Manuku.
What a weird dream. Let's go back to killing horses now. My true hobby.
Oh, that's so sad.
I like the idea of walking into those cliche tropes. Like at the end of one of Hamtaruz's sessions, all of our characters jumped up and high-fived and we freeze framed until we came back like a month later. And then we all came down like, were you guys like up there for a while like I was?
It was honestly really great. It was one of my favorite moments.
Did you roll an initiative yet?
I will.
Okay.
But I guess I only roll as Cobber because Arastelle is not around.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Dirty 20?
Damn, so I.
Yeah, I'm always ready, baby.
Now roll for Arastelle as well, and I'll roll for Chase.
Well, that would fit Arastelle finally taking down Chase.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't think that it was against each other.
We have a different meta in our heads.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that for Cheristel.
Oh, we got a ship now too? Yeesh.
Arastille's when Lucky's off screen.
Arastelle, god damn.
It's my chair's name.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I was not thinking that we would fight each other, but they are both missing at this current point in time, is what I heard from Kuu.
I assume Ethan and Hamster are both there.
Yes.
I am here, yes.
Good.
I don't know about Hamster.
Hamster got an 11 for initiative.
She just wrote. Yeah, she just wrote something, so I guess she's there.
I'll use my jail dice. I got
I'll
a 2.
use
This thing deserves to be in jail forever still. Look at that, I got a fucking
Put it
2.
back in the jail.
It's so bad.
Just a repeat offender.
Give it the name. He will have his 5-minute spotlight in the epilogue. Where's the ice in the whole campaign?
Aren't you
Let's go to
happy
jail.
that you tried it out for a joke rule to just put it back in its jail?
If it would have been a 20, because the 2 is right next to the 20, I'd have been pissed for a joke rule.
Oh, that's
all right,
fair, but
it would have
didn't.
been so mad.
But it didn't.
It
Yeah,
really
Grim's
is just
gonna
a
hand
really-
out end of campaign awards, and that dice gets the worst dice award.
No, your dice or Rambo's dice would get the worst dice award.
I had enough 20s to spread out the bad and good rolls.
You got like 4 nat 20s in a row.
I did get like 4 nat 20s in like what was it? 2 rounds? 3 rounds?
Something like
It's
that. It was
disgusting.
insane.
But then to be fair, I've gotten 4 or 5 nat 1s in a session with Poppy before too, so like it balances it for me.
Yeah, you're the only person that's actually balanced, I feel like.
I have a very dynamic set of all my dice are very balanced.
I roll a lot of 1s, but I almost always roll with advantage, so it cancels out.
Oh, that's
nice.
very fortunate.
I've rolled very few natural ones.
No,
I just-
Between 2
roll.
and 8.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have one of the best D10s in the game. You just need to roll
Yeah,
that one more.
That is true. My good old red D10.
You need to get a throne for it.
I'll find one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Last session, you completed a very simple mission, which was.
It wasn't just last session.
I said completed. Last session was a completion.
Yeah.
A multi-part series of sessions where you ended up defeating Thalia, which you had been chasing for some time.
Sometime.
About a year and a half real time, so not bad. You've gathered many of your guildmates in hope of being able to defeat her without too much trouble, which, to be perfectly honest, ended up quite well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or as I told Tonio, I wish I killed you more, but that's something else.
What the fuck? Is this part of his contract?
Yeah, he's my confidante.
It's fine,
Part of
I
that's right.
agree. We didn't die enough, so...
He always agrees with me.
It's okay. It's because you guys had me in the party, and well, what can I say? I'm pretty lucky, so.
No, I am.
Oh, jeez, like,
Woo.
There we go.
Did I say that on purpose? Maybe.
Everything's explained. Following this mission, last time you told me that you would message people from the guild so that they could essentially use crystals to
Get us back to the guild.
bring you back to the guild house. You called the Hooper,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't take long for the guild to assemble things so that they could bring you back home. All of you.
except one.
As you got back home, nothing had changed. There was no attack on the guild house at the time. Life did go on like nothing ever happened. There was no news in any newspaper or town crier or even Jacob. Haven't heard anything about what happened.
Is this like the same day, following day? Like, I was going to like reach out as Copper to the Strixhaven and like.
I would say it's the following day. By the time
Okay.
you get people get you back home and all,
Okay.
I would say take them a day.
All right. Yeah, I was going to like even because we had reached out to Stabor, letting them know what was going on. So like, Copper would have gone and told everyone that we think that it's resolved now.
Good. So you would tell Strixhaven, his name again, Blank
Lochiel at Strixhaven?
Lochiel, I guess. Lochiel or Farengray.
Yes, yeah. I probably Fair and Gray as Copper.
So you would tell Farengray about how it has been sold. Thalia's dead,
Yeah.
and no traces of the corruptions left.
Yeah, we do believe that it's gone now. I actually don't think that Arastelle had even shared the information that it's going to always be a fight, so I think this group would think that it is done for good.
Poppy was there for the demon fight. A few of us were there for the demon fight. We would know that the implication is that it's going to continue.
You trusted the demon when he said that? Because Arastelle didn't.
That it would always be there.
Yeah. He just seemed a little bit crazy.
Poppy trusts people pretty easily, so Poppy's going to believe that the fight goes on.
Okay.
She trusted a necromancer, a bloodmancer.
So Poppy thinks that
knowing them.
Arastelle just died for nothing?
No, Poppy thinks that Arastelle is still alive. Duh. Why would she be dead?
My bad. That makes a lot of sense.
You mean the optimistic, bubbly person named Poppy would think that someone died? No, they're just alive. They're somewhere else right now.
Okay.
Just like her dog who ran away from home when she was younger. Duh.
Duh.
Well, what breed of dog?
Oh, it was clearly a golden doodle.
It's such a typical Poppy thing.
Yep, and
What,
I hate golden doodles as Kubo too.
I know you do. Poor Lola.
What region are they from?
Upstate.
What?
The golden doodles.
The golden doodles?
They're magical creatures, obviously. They're from the Grove.
Yeah, I just googled what the golden doodles was. Not my vibe, but Doug. I'll be honest.
A golden doodle is like the stereotypical best dog that families with white picket fences have.
Like the movie dog.
Yes, exactly.
Like the 90s movie dog. That's
Yes.
him.
So it fits for Poppy.
Fair enough. That makes sense. So you would tell Farngray so that Strixhaven be sleep soundly, I guess.
Yeah, just kind of like hey, we did this thing. And they've kind of been in on the know about this corruption for a while now, so yeah, Copper hopes that it is finally over.
Billy Bear would contact Low Shield because from the previous conversation he had about Fernry, they kind of didn't care about much. So he will contact Low Shield and tell about Arastelle's disappearance also. So that the school has two person and one that actually cares. No.
Because you tell them that they care.
That's such a funny.
But yeah, they do.
That's such a funny perspective from Philibert.
Yeah, so yeah, they would both receive a message. They would relay. They would both relay pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Loshi will tell Philibert that will offer you that maybe they can look into maybe what could have happened. Maybe a way to find Arastelle or magical means like that. Talk with the Oracle now that Onyx is in charge. The whole thing, the whole ritual complete. He cannot give you any guarantee, but at least he will offer it itself.
That's enough for Philibert.
On his side, Ferngray will obviously thank you, Copper, for what you. He can't really offer much more. That will relay the information. Onyx, the other administration body. So, is there anyone else you would like to contact as soon as you get back to the guild house?
Stabor.
Sure.
I actually haven't talked to Stabor since the frickin' attack. Holy cow.
Well, I assume you probably spoke with him when you went to the
The
funerals.
funeral?
Yeah, the funeral would be, that was before the attack.
Which attack?
The I forget his name, the archbishop that's an asshole.
Faramir. Okay, this attack. I thought you meant the attack on your guild house. I was like,
No.
pretty sure you spoke with him after that. more
No,
than
like
once.
I know that Chase helped them succeed against the attack, but like Copper never reached out to make sure that he was okay. Can we just say that he did?
When would you have done it? Like Copper was up north? And the next following day was teleported back to the X Vault.
That's not true because, I mean, yes, but like we had a long travel between the Grove, Care Dune, and then Care Dune
Yeah.
to the Grove. It's just downtime that we didn't end up doing.
Mhm.
But yeah, we could say that you at least took the time. I mean, you have plenty of spells per day. If you, as long as you have some spells, you can always send Snapchat.
Yeah, I think that like we don't have to get into it, but let's just say that like Copper would just check in on him, make sure that him and his family is okay. But then like let's go fast forward to the present.
Good. Obviously, his family will always be okay because family is where you are. It's where you're best.
I don't got friends.
He's like the Vin Diesel of adventuring.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Thank you.
No problem. Well, yeah. If we fast forward to today, or the very next day after the X Vault.
Mm-hmm.
Something more. Lucy will tell you. No, never mind. Never mind that. Never mind. Scratch all of it.
What?
He'll tell us next session.
I said nothing. Yeah.
Okay,
Will be for the
Copper's gonna
future.
reach out to Lochiel and say that he got a
Nope.
got a feeling that
Termination.
Lochiel was gonna say something to him. What did...
There's no line anymore. You get like the
Oh my
womanly voice that
god.
tells you that this line has been disconnected.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
sorry about that. Oh yes, it is.
Ridiculous.
No, don't worry. That has no real impact. He would probably contact you the next day, Philibert. Tell you that there will be Onyx will look into trying to find Arastelle, and that they will be sending people to Dorodir to speak with the locals because, well, for you maybe it's not a big deal. For them, well, their sort of central body of government has been decimated. So
Yeah, no, I that was a consideration for Copper as well to help like the people that need assistance back in Duradur, but since they have easier ways of traveling, he thought that going back to the guild house would make sense immediately following.
Their only neighbor is the Empire, right?
yes.
Yeah, so having no government with the expanding Empire next to them, yeah, they probably need the support to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, maybe it's better for these news not to go out too fast.
Yeah.
If anything happen.
Well,
Dorodir has always been a little secluded, so
yeah.
Poppy
okay.
contacts
for them.
Marcus. No, just kidding.
huh?
Have you
Said
even
Poppy
met-
contacts Marcus.
Have you
No.
even met
Hey!
Marcus?
Hey, Marcus, my man.
Guess what? I have some territory for you. Comes at a hefty price, though.
Do you get more promotion? That's how you go up in rank.
Maybe I won't tell Stabor then.
What do you mean? Don't you trust him?
I do, but I also know that he's part of the Empire.
Oh yeah. He's working closely with them,
Yeah.
so I assume you don't trust him. Shame. But maybe it's for the best.
Well, so I don't think he knows where it was located. So maybe Copper would just tell him that the corruption has been dealt with. I don't think
Yeah.
that he needs to know the location of where we went. And I
Totally.
don't think he would care either.
Probably
And,
not.
Like 25 word is kind of limited also, so
hmm
it's understandable that you don't go in details.
Yeah. Just go. Hey, we found Talia. We stopped the corruption. Everything's back to normal. I hope you're doing well. Something like that
Yeah.
can fit. But
Oh, by the way, the corruption was in.
Yeah, I would
I love that.
and then maybe something along the lines of I think her name was Eviana, maybe say something along the lines of hopefully she can now rest in peace.
He will not ask any question back. As expected, he's not gonna ask, like, delve more into this. He's happy that everything's getting solved and that everything's all right with your guild and your people. He wished he could have done more, and he's sorry that he couldn't be there for the round 2. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Copper would even use a spell slot to respond, saying, like, don't feel guilty. It's completely understandable that other things were on his plate. And we're just glad that it's now over. In Copper's voice. A little high pitched with a little more of a southern accent.
I bitch southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll end up just saying that if your guilds ever need help, make sure to contact this guild. They'll always be there to make sure relationship still stays open.
Yay.
And anyone else you would want to share views with?
Pinzarios?
Huh?
Pinzarios? Or no?
Good question.
If Nim wants to reach out to Pinzari Isles, that's on her. None of the Copper wouldn't want to. Copper has literally never met a Pinzari person.
Maybe that's better like that. They're all a bunch of assholes.
They are all a bunch of assholes. Nim met one though. If she wants to like reach out to him and say, "Hey, fucker, fuck you."
That would be a weird thing to do. Every day, wake up, message a guy.
Paladin, they are Kokra. He's good enough.
The other one, oh sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
Oh, no, I was not saying anything that was important. I was just saying it's the best use of sending there is.
Yeah.
Just spam somebody every day.
It would be so freaking annoying.
Poo pee poo 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 pee pee poo. Make sure to wash your
Spam the
hands.
raw.
The last person that Copper would reach out to is Xanakad of the Kalishtar.
Yeah, I believe you had already
Warned him?
alluded to that last
Mhm.
session.
Yeah, yeah.
Any sort of specific message you would want to tell?
We dealt with the corruption, and I think it's only a matter of time. Get everyone out of Caer Dune as soon as possible.
Elon said that. They're still moving people out as best they can with the help they have. But we're still moving people out as best we can. I believe our walls can sustain weeks of siege. Thank you for your helping it.
Let me know if you ever need anything else, okay?
I'll make sure to let you know. If you ever pass by, your help will be greatly appreciated. Again.
Yeah.
It's not sending, but Philibert would like to go break the news to Nephili in person.
I kind of forgot about this.
You forgot about Nephile?
Nim was on the way, but seeing Philibert, she...
Oh, it's fine if we can be multiple, but that's
No,
the first person
it's-
we want to do.
I think it's better for you, for Philibert.
She followed you back to Guildhouse, I believe, right?
She's
did
staying
not
at the
stay in
loss.
this house.
Yeah.
She's
Huh?
at the guild house, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many NPCs there.
She's
I kinda lost
working.
track.
She's been training with Linissa.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Correct.
Wasn't Poppy also kind of close to her too? Because she was at a couple of the things meeting her with Arastelle. if
Mhm.
I
I
recall
mean,
correctly.
Poppy and Arastelle were friends, so I would imagine that Poppy
Yeah.
got pretty
Yeah,
close.
'cause
with
I think
them
I've talked
too.
with like I've spoken to her about how beautiful. I think if I remember correctly, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
you're so
you
beautiful.
were
Yeah.
there first time you met her.
Yeah.
But I mean she's been there. Her and most all of the NPCs there have been living at the guild
Yeah,
house
that's a good
for
point.
weeks or
Yeah.
months even. So it's very easy for any of you to be like, I'm pretty sure we're friends, and I'll be like, sure. Like,
Yeah. I'll go with.
unless I've
Poppy
got
will
some
go with.
We're
like
sworn
deeper levels
enemies.
of personality for them, and I could be like, no, I'll be friend with Nephilim. She wouldn't be friend with you. Like, like this will be something else, but that's not the case.
Right.
So yes, if you tell me that, yeah, you would be closer to some NPCs, feel free. I'm not gonna stop you. So your plan was to tell Nephilim that Arastelle was gone,
Missing.
missing.
We'll go with missing.
Yeah, good word, good word, good pick for this. Yeah, I think you won't have any problem finding Nephilim. Actually, as soon as you all come back to the guild house, my assumption is that you would all be going there first as soon as you arrive back in Silk Meadow. Obviously, your guildmates will be looking forward into hearing from you, like having news of. They obviously would want to know if everything's fine, and make sure that everyone's fine also. So, if it wouldn't be long for her to see that Aristole's not there with all of you, and that she's the only one missing.
If she's there when we, like the rest of the guild mates are all there at the same time, she would get the same message. Then, but it would be explained that Aristelle's the only one missing. She stopped the ritual but disappeared while doing so, and that we are investigating it, and Strixhaven is helping out with that.
Although, as at first, the overall mood would be uh, most likely good. I mean, you succeeded. You asked for people to bring you back because of that. Uh, I would assume it's some of the other characters, PCs, that would do this. Uh, the mood would change. Sure, loss is part of the job, but it's not something the guild lived many times in the past. Their very short existence in a very high number of missions, the guild suffer barely any missing people. Uh, and well, it always kinda feels bad. Um, Hearing that, Nefela will probably just leave the main hall, go back to her apartment room place, and leave the rest of the guild behind. Well, not the guild, but the people that are there behind, or to whatever half-hearted celebration there will be as you come back. I mean, even though someone was missing, it was still a big victory.
Yeah, that's another. I'm trying to go in order, but yes, a celebration is something that Copper would want to do.
Uh, Following this brief downer of a moment, yeah, Garrett will probably open a wine casket and start filling up glasses. Tell people that it should be a moment, more of a celebration kind of thing. So, go around giving pints to everyone. and he will end one to Copper and just ask a toast, a word.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. Copper would raise his mug up to everyone and say something like, "This is something we've been working towards for a very long time, and we did it. We saved the world. All of us. I'm so proud of every single one of you, and we can all breathe again and enjoy this moment of peace." Cheers.
All the NPCs will cheer back, obviously, and sort of the positive roar of Unasan.
I got a 30 for my persuasion, by the way. You didn't ask, but I wanted to roll it anyway.
Roll initiative. Garrett is gonna beat you.
So now everyone has to cheers and drink.
Everyone has to.
Persuaded.
Unless you can beat 30 with.
I wasn't
The
going to
charisma
cheers,
check.
but
Yeah,
forces
now
my
I'm
arm up.
forced to. With a frown.
Why can't I control my hand?
How new players think persuasion works in D&D.
Mhm. It's fair. That's accurate.
Everyone just cheers with a frown.
Aw.
They feel like they've been played.
Copper cast mass suggestion.
No, obviously people would cheer. Both, I would assume the PCs that are not here tonight, the players and the NPCs that are there. It is time for celebration. Garrett makes sure that enough food is made for everyone and that enough beer will be served to everyone at the same time.
Copper would even like give him gold to like get catering from other places too to bring it in if necessary.
He'll work on that.
Yeah.
He'll make sure that the guild house offers the best feast of the night.
Yeah.
A feast to be remembered.
Exactly.
For a reason to be mostly undisclosed. I believe this is how like the FBI and CIA are having their parties.
They're very cool.
Why are you partying? Can't tell.
It's
But it's fun.
Birthday party.
It's top secret.
Had to be that.
It's redacted.
Yeah, it's redacted.
It's all redacted.
If we tell you, we have to kill you, so...
Or offer
somehow.
you a job. That's how you get invited to the CIA. So, Garrett will make sure that everything's in order. He will ask some help from Jacob, assuming that he's the best, well, the one who has knowledge to make sure all of this will be organized, which would lead to sort of argument where Jacob obviously does not know the city, so he's going to be useless. in
Jacob
this
doesn't
task.
know the city?
Well, not the catering part of it.
I feel like Jacob would know everyone in the city at this point.
There are limits to things you can know.
Okay.
He doesn't
You
have
don't
a
know all
keen
the
mind.
bakers.
But like,
Bakers and cooks.
Only those with dark secrets.
Yeah, he's a spy master and functional alcoholic. Like,
I mean,
getting-
he knows the
Bye.
strangers. Are we an evil organization?
Hmm.
If
Part
you
of
add
it.
an L, yeah.
Yeah, if you add an L, if you ask
There
Talia,
has-
you're the bad guys.
There has to be like a baker who had suspicions that his wife was cheating on him, so he reached out to Jacob to get some help. Like, come on!
So Jacob's just calling in
Poppy's
favors.
Yeah.
Poppy's a cafe girly pop and will help him find
There you
catering
go.
easily.
Thank you, Poppy.
She's got that energy.
She does have that energy. I mean, Copper does too, but Copper's too busy.
Point him in some directions.
Yeah.
So yeah, the very same night there would be arrangements at the guild house so that a sort of party will be organized. Make sure everyone gets in a festive mood and appreciate your victory, which doesn't happen often, and which also marks a welcome moment where you can finally sit down for a day or two. Because the last few months have been quite the ride for most of the people in this guild. No vacation, a lot of things going on, a lot of people doing things all around the place. Teleportation magic.
Zavril's first pay.
Zavril first pay. I mean, you gotta you gotta drink for that. like
Let's get a
all
coffee, your
college
first pay.
They took
like
the
all
drinks
college
out of my
students,
pay.
drink your first pay. That's it.
No, the drinks came out of Copper's pay. I literally took money out of his inventory for all of this.
Gathering from the twig and berries. Yeah, the new branch that's in town.
Let's
Yeah.
frickin' go!
Well, considering who they are now, Jacob would be aware of them probably.
For sure.
What is this? Is this like some secret conversation that Tonio had with Grimm that they're actually bad guys?
He said they were the Halfling Mafia.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
said they
did!
were
Just
cartel.
That part.
I swear you were the one who said that, not Grimm.
I'm pretty sure I
it was
confirmed.
implied.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
confirmed that they were
Oh
halflings,
my
sorta.
god.
Yeah, they were definitely, at the very least, like, cool with, like, keeping secrets for people if they needed to.
That's not the
Yeah.
mafia. That's just trying to survive in a really bad
Well, that's-
town.
That was, like, the initial implication, and then I'm pretty sure it was confirmed later.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, I must have missed it because I love the place so much.
Just hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You had blinders on for the vegan
Yeah,
washing food.
Rose-tinted glasses.
It was
This
just
place
so
is
typical
great.
of Tonio to rain on people's parade.
Typical of Tonio to make things worse than they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't have nice things because of him. So yeah, sadly no twig and berries in town, but gathering can be found. So
We teleport them.
you use teleportation crystals. You know these are expensive, yeah, but we need to go there.
Unfortunately,
don't
no
understand.
one in this group, I think, would actually care about twig and berries.
I know who was there. It was, Alvin.
Billy Bear was there, and he's an enjoyer of food, so he would care for it. But not to pay two teleportation crystals just to get there.
Philibert would reach out to the one temple by the cataracts and ask for croissants to be
Yeah,
sent.
yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah.
Where the hell are the closest croissant?
Yeah, it's at the cataracts. Bring them
I
here.
gotta go. It's half a
Even
day's
that
ride.
far, we can do it in the same.
Yeah, it's really not that far at all.
Oh yeah, 8-hour drive for croissant. It better be good.
Zoran wouldn't go along.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there for some divine knowledge, or no, just there for the croissant.
For both. For both.
We're just back for the croissant. Can we have some takeouts? Like, is it too late?
Can we borrow your cook for a couple of days?
Oh my goodness, if you guys actually went to the cataracts, I'm pretty sure that Zavril would be really interested in it. That's a whole...
The croissant?
No, the cataracts themselves.
New mission, kidnapping a baker.
Strangers turn to the stranglers.
We need croissant. Find us the best baker in town. We gotcha. So, croissant aside, there will be a feast. Nephile left before Copper's speech. You've told people from all around the continent that the corruption is gone, and that things are back to normal. You probably won't have a statue for your deeds, like Zarville did.
Yeah,
But-
Copper's kind of used to this by now.
But you'll get acknowledgement from people that matter. Krixhaven knows they can count on you for some deeds, and you are still in very good terms with Stibar. Again, knows that you are good at what you do. Going back to Zavril, you decided to roll for your Divine Intervention again.
I did. I figured there's no point in bringing it up if it didn't work. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but like I said, it's a low. It requires a low roll. It's one of the few times in D&D, so I had a better chance than most.
What do you mean? You got like 500 on your roll.
Yeah.
That's over your level.
Just barely.
What do you want to
Yeah.
ask?
So, probably the day of the feast, he would go to the temple and sort of begrudgingly go sit in front of the Corvus altar, since Belahit isn't his deity at the moment, and just expecting it to not work for a multitude of reasons. He would just sort of dejectedly say, I know that we're not really on the best of terms, and I'm stuck with this affliction from you and severed my bond with Belahit, but hoping that the very least you could do would be to give me information about Aristelle's whereabouts, or potentially find a way that we could bring her back. I don't know if that's a thing that you do now instead of, cursing bloodlines, but figured maybe it'll put us on some even ground instead of just beating me down at the moment.
I'm not sure being sassy with a god is a good way to get answers, but the roll said yes, so
I love that he was sassy because he already knew he succeeded. This is wild.
Honestly, I would have probably said the same thing either way, but he's not really a fan of Corvus, but he can't turn to the other ones right now, so.
Why not?
Well, I mean, his main deity just was, their bond was severed, so like, not that he couldn't go anywhere else, but he reached out the day before and nothing happened, so might as well go to the one that he knows there's a connection with. And maybe owes him one. Probably doesn't see it that way, but that's how Zavra would feel. More complaining,
give me a slight second. You do not receive words from Corvus or from the statue, or you don't see the statue in front of you is just this classic Corvus deer head made out of sort of branches and twigs. It does not move, does not change, but you can feel the wind rise. You can see all of the autumn leaves kind of start to swirl and appear around you, maybe 4 or 5 feet, encircling you, just spinning and spinning as the wind just gets more and more severe. You do not feel threatened by any of this. These magical leaves, as they spin, turn into a decor. You're not in chapel anymore. You find yourself uh, surrounded by what looks like a sort of town center. You do not recognize the place. It does not look like any place you've seen. It is not Silk Meadow. The buildings themselves look slightly different. The hearth at your feet, very, very small traces of grass, mostly just sand and dirt. Buildings brown, made out of dirt or stones. And you see these monoliths with a sun at the top of it as you look around. You do not recognize the place, but you do recognize the architecture of the Pinsarias.
Okay.
There are people there, most of them blurred, as you hardly see or recognize things through the swirling leaves. But it is a place. It is somewhere. And it is better than no answer at all.
Okay. It looks like the Pinsari Isles, or it is the Pinsari Isles? Like, does it just remind me of that, or does it look...
Yeah, probably the Pinsarias.
Okay. Because,
It
yeah,
would
he was
be
there.
the only place with this type of buildings.
Okay. That seems more confusing than what I expected.
You're being sassy and you're expecting straight answers? Man. Come on.
Yeah.
You're talking to a
Yeah.
god and you expect straight answers?
Yeah, what the hell?
I was gonna say, I don't think the sass matters.
Are you even a cleric, bro?
Do you even heal?
Clearly. I don't need to heal. I just proved I'm a cleric.
Do you even heal, bro? How much you heal, man?
I healed twice in consecutive
Healed
turns last
twice.
fight, so...
As Nim.
No, that was the fight before.
You go to church, and instead of being asked how much you squat, people are like, how much you healing, man?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you can't heal that much.
My dad can heal your dad.
Oh no! Clerics are like bros. They're the bros of the fantasy world.
Mhm.
Paladins. So yeah, this is the answer you get.
Huh. That's very strange. But I think he would probably right away go and talk to Philibert about it. And try to roughly explain that he just decided to talk to Corvus and then explain that like what he saw. And I think it looked like it was the Panzaria Isles, but I don't know how she would be there. I don't know how that would make sense. But
They are the center of some like religions, so maybe one of the god interceded in her favor or is waiting for us there. Can you describe again the place? Other members have gone to different isles. We can share the description around, and maybe somebody will have a better idea where it is, and we could contact any of people we know there. And if needed, maybe teleport if we have a good idea of where it is.
yeah, and he'll like kind of write down his best description of it. Actually, I don't think he did. No, he did writing. He did not do artsy stuff. But yeah, he would try to have a description so that it would be just easiest to make sure that um, the description stays the same, so that we can hopefully get the best answer. And then, yeah, I guess we talk to other guild members and see if anybody recognizes it.
I mean, the
More
monolith
specifically-
with the sun on the top is a pretty big indication.
Yeah.
You can always ask your dad.
That's fair. I think they're on speaking terms now, so.
Manuku was another one that was there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Well. Oh, yeah, I forgot Turiel was at the Pinzari Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he would probably talk to his dad. I assume that if they were to split up talking to people, that would be one of the first people he would go to. Do
Makes sense.
you remember where you were almost executed? Did it look like this?
That's a way to bring
I
back
don't-
memories.
I would be surprised if Turiel actually told his son that he was close to being executed on one of his adventures.
Sunday family dinner. You know what
So
that
how
is?
does
not
the
the
Yes,
Earl
we-
respond?
He doesn't have to tell him. It's in the logbooks.
Oh, that's fair. But do you think Zavril read the logbooks truly? He hasn't even been at the guild house, like, at all.
He was there a couple hours before being teleported back.
He's a speed reader.
He still like have trouble finding himself. The guild house gets lost.
In passing conversation, oh my gosh, Savril, you didn't know your dad was almost executed in Pinzari Isles? Even I found out.
Maybe that's one of the reasons he wasn't talking to him. He's just gone all these random missions and doesn't hear anything about it.
He keeps the war crimes for himself. That makes sense.
But he
I would do-
heals,
I
so
would do the
apparently it's
same.
fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't kill horses and you heal your friends. That's all you need to do. But to get your answers, this could be Kemdapur,
What was
which
the
is the
name?
island Kemdapur. This is where Manuku, Chase, Turiel, and
Ujarak.
Ujarak went to.
Yeah, I have that in my note. That there's a giant obelisk of Midoras in the middle of it. So we
Mhm.
already saw it.
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's why Ujarak stayed there, right? Was for the.
Yes.
Pilgrimage.
There's a pilgrimage there, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't remember the name of the pilgrimage, but there's a pilgrimage there.
And where is that in relation to where the Pinzari prince that we dealt with was?
It is not one of their territory.
Okay. I was thinking, I don't know who else we know in that area aside from the paladin that we would actually trust.
Well,
We know Hujarak is still there.
Ujarak is still there.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. I guess I just
Uh,
assumed that he and Turiel both died, so. Of old age.
Of old age, yeah.
It's been only
Uh,
like 6 months.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. You
Takes
never
is
know.
One night.
Once you retire, you're gonna drop dead the next day.
It's
Well, if you
basically
retire
hospice
at
care
90.
at that point.
But yeah, Ujarak is still there. He is with the Akashvar, which are the sort of honor guards that you fought with,
Well, I
That you all-
assume then.
that you killed
as-
some of.
Oh, yeah. I
But
assume
he,
that as long
he
as-
stayed
oh,
with
sorry.
Shandi, which was the druid of their.
Well,
We
as long
didn't
as
kill many. We mostly subdued them.
mostly.
Jezarim is alive. That's a thing. Shandi is still alive. I'm not sure about the sorcerer and the paladin.
I think we only killed regular guardsmen. No,
Yeah.
none of the main.
Name
none of
guys.
yeah, none of the main guys. I think we've only killed like 2 or 3 of the guardsmen.
I also thought that it was non-lethal for the most part.
I don't fully remember, so I couldn't say. But we can just say that it's all good, I guess.
I mean, they let us go. after the fight on the boat.
Yeah.
Mostly because we had beaten them up, but they
Yes.
still let us go.
I remember that Jezeram didn't want to drown. Like he was not very fond of this problem he had, like breathing.
Yeah.
He's
Too bad only one of us needs to.
he's a big fan of
That's weird.
breathing. It's one of his favorite pastime. But yeah. So that could be the city of Shvakali, which had one such obelisk at the center of it.
I mean, who all knew Ujarak? I mean, I guess Turiel obviously
For
could
real.
Nim
do
knew
sending
him.
to him, assuming that he remembers him. Nim.
Ujarak.
Actually,
Yeah, Ujarak was there for the first Waterford fight. It was
Yeah.
Manuku, Copper,
Yep.
Nim.
Mm-hmm. Nim could send him a message. So. Ujarak. Do you know this Bizarre Isle? City of Shakali, the temple. I forget what the temple is with the pillar.
Medoris?
It's the pillar is for Middlers. Yeah.
Okay.
I would not do Jarek's voice.
That's fine.
I don't remember you.
I honestly, I was like, I don't remember his voice at all.
Yeah,
it was
probably
a
an old.
scraggly old man.
Yeah.
Ujarak's
Probably-
voice.
Probably
Ah.
something like this.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I am a turtle. Probably something like that.
Well, you did pretty dang good there. Keep it up.
That's all I've got. Nice try, young lady. So anything you want to ask him? He's still alive, so.
She just asked.
So what do you ask him?
I already know what city it's in.
The city, the temple, Medoris, and city of Shvakali. Anything weird happening there?
Not really. A lot of political changes, but that will be it. Me and Shanti are having quite a good religious time. It's Finn. I think that something you would say. He will message
Nothing
back. It has been quite a while. How's the guild going?
You remember that Waterford thing we had to deal with?
Oh yes, I'm having nightmare every single day. It has been quite troublesome over time.
No, we haven't updated. Well,
All the spell slots are passing here.
Yep. We've solved the problem. We've dealt with Talia and the big tree. They shouldn't be here anymore. No orchids or goop or trees that are infectious.
That is some good news. The best I've heard in weeks. Does that mean that the guild will be able to join me into the pilgrimage road? I've been waiting.
You can get started. We'll catch up.
I don't know how many spell slots he has, but
I don't either.
he can't go all day.
I don't either. Probably enough for those messages. If anything, I probably will have another spell slot if there's another questions I should ask. Nothing weird happening over there.
As you said, nothing. Some political changes, but that is to be expected considering the local prince had been assassinated some months ago, and the territory is now going under the Pachiri's lordship. But other than that, nothing weird.
Pashiris are taking
Just
power?
say it was under not
Yeah, you
under
literally
their
just said it
jurisdiction.
wasn't part of their territory.
Yet.
Yet. Okay.
we knew that the Pachiris were taking it because they're
Yeah,
we
well,
talked about those.
the princes will be splitting. What was his name? This guy.
Morale.
Baral.
Umprakash.
Oh.
Umprakash, who was
Hmm.
the prince that got killed. I mean, his empire will essentially be split.
Hmm.
His empire were the islands of Balagath and Kemdapur and Damtari. All three
Mhm.
of them will be split between different princes. Kemdapur being taken care by the Pachiri.
Oh boy.
Does that not concern you at all, Nim?
I would share with the guild, but
You give too much input into the doings of tyrants. You shouldn't look too much into that. It's above your pay grades.
I would share the information. Well, last we left, we were on good terms, so maybe we'll be okay getting back in, seeing what's going on.
No problem.
No problem at all.
I'd like to roll insight on Grim.
Oh.
I do love my world building. Sorry. Just setting some things straight.
Yeah, great.
Someone's got to take care of Umprakash family. They're doing the good thing. The Pachiris. So, anything else you guys want to do on your first day back at the guild house? Or I can move forward to something else.
No, so if we're trying to move past this day, during the celebration, Copper is going to be inspired by the magical music that appeared when Chase appeared in Durdur, and he's going to start playing a couple of the tunes on his lute to then summon Guardian Spirit.
Copper will start doing some power metal.
Yeah, on his lute.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to summon Chase so that he can be a part of the celebration.
I didn't think that there would be music when Chase appeared, but now I think it's just funnier.
Thank you. That was in
Chase
my head,
appears
yes.
like a meteor through the tree, and there's bar metal.
And that is and
North is the one who's shredding a fucking guitar in the background.
and that is what inspired Copper to figure out how to actually summon Chase using
Love
his
that
lute.
so much.
For me, the like Turo and the old Gnort religion were more like choir type of people, but I guess bar metal works.
It is now that Chase is an angel for him.
It's now official. If you go to Turo, there's bar metal at church.
Hey, North, you know what would be fucking awesome? Can you shred this guitar that we just made as I fly down there?
Don't ask twice. Just fix it up.
Yeah.
Go
And
save the world, kid.
those are
Kicks you down, shred the guitar.
That's the components that Copper will use to cast Summon Celestial Guardian.
A guitar?
His lute.
Bar metal. Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But Garrett found a band. You don't need to play. Yeah. You summon. You cast a spell like that. Just have spell slots.
It's the next day, you said.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you summon Guardian Spirit,
Yes.
which looks a lot like New Chase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, it worked.
You're actually here.
I wasn't expecting it to work.
Chase, we did it.
Hi.
I figured out how to get you here.
What the fuck?
We did it, Chase.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Why did I disappear before?
Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe Gnorth had like summoned you back or something.
So yeah, Graham, why did Chase disappear so quickly?
Time was due.
Damn.
And only come for 18 seconds at
Oh
a time.
god, we have a lot to
It
talk about in
was-
the next 18 seconds! Go,
It was
Chase!
very efficient 18 seconds. It was extremely
Good job.
efficient for 18 seconds. Let's be honest. D&D time can be wonky.
It's true.
Just kind of looks better when you just think like he's done his deed and he just fizzled back into ashes.
Mysterious.
But yeah, if you take into account that it only has been 18 seconds, yeah, it feels kind of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kid
Yeah.
fights are too quick.
Good,
Do you-
good
do you-
job.
Do you know where Arastelle is by chance?
No, is she not here?
No, she's missing.
I mean, I can ask North, but no. Once she went into the mist, I disappeared. So
I was hoping that you and Gnorth would have an answer.
I mean, if you give me a moment, I can try to reach out, but didn't say anything to me when I went back up there. Got any sit rep on on Arastelle?
Oh, so you just ask gods nicely now?
That is.
Oh, you know, the god that fucking, saved my soul and, made me a fucking champion or something.
Murdered you.
Gnorth didn't murder him.
I know he didn't. I'm
Kind of did, kind of didn't.
You know-
But, yeah, it's in the past.
Man, you're in good term with Good North nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your kind is sort of kind of part of him in a way.
Yeah.
So. Obviously, for you, time works extremely differently. You're not just like sitting on a cloud looking at at Arcavios. You're essentially fizzling in and out of existence as
Right.
need be. Most of the time, I mean, you don't really know what time it is. Essentially, like for you, it's just you're there, you're not there. Like
You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down. Black
you're
and you're right.
you're
You're wrong
too.
when it's right.
I'm
Kuo,
not gonna follow up
stop.
with that.
Kiss we make
Uh,
up, fight we break up.
Oh my god.
going.
Thank you, Caddy. But no, yeah, for you, like, you're just used as sort of a tool to be to be summoned when need be by your god or some of its followers. So you don't really have any idea of things outside of that, but you got Gnord somewhat in quick dial in a way. He will not tell you everything because why would he? He doesn't know everything himself. But what he can tell you about that is that he will simply tell you that your friend is not part of my sight.
Sure.
That's all he will tell.
And I'll relay that. Yeah. Who did Arastelle worship the most? Emble, Belahit.
I don't know if Copper would actually know that.
He'll look to like Zavril, Philibert, Poppy.
I don't know if Arastelle would tell. Well, I think Arastelle was pretty much a jack of all trade with the gods. She had no real preferences.
It was Brennoff, by the way, guys.
Oh.
Yes, she
Believe
worshipped
and
all of the
stuff.
gods, but it was Brennoff.
Equally.
But
yeah.
sorry, Gnorth has no eyes on her. She's not really under his sect of things.
Well, we're still gonna be looking for her. She just kind of vanished, so there's still a chance that she's out there somewhere.
Absolutely. I doubt somebody of her caliber would go down as easily as that.
I agree.
Who's going to look for her?
Well, that's a good question. Us? After I take a pause?
We
Pun
already have
intended.
pause.
Eee!
Goes for a high five.
Yeah. Copper hops up to give you a high five.
Obviously, during this discussion, as there's a lot of people at Guildhouse, you will be disturbed a bunch of time by people be like, "Hey, Chase, you're looking fine," or things like that. Because
Hell yeah.
what you
Hell.
up to, man? People
Oh,
that are
you know.
not up to date on anything.
You know.
It's been a while. You look good.
Yep. Just,
You look flaming hot,
died,
man.
working for a god,
Hey,
You look straight up radiant.
What can I
Flamey
say?
Hotman.
I would imagine Ya being the one that.
He does it.
Making those jokes.
Yeah.
Again, I won't do his voice.
Right.
Oh, come on. You did so
Can't
well
not do
with
the voice.
Udrak.
I'm not sure about this one.
Okay.
An African voice, that is different.
Yeah. Old man is easy. Old man is easy. Weird accent that I'm not used to. Difficult.
Okay.
I can't even do a proper French accent, and I'm French. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, accents are
Oui,
tough.
oui. It is very difficult. While this is all going on, while there's celebration in the guild house, there's also a bunch of patrons,
Patrons,
uh,
yeah.
patrons. So yeah, it's a big day at the guild house. A lot of people there for the redacted victory.
I feel like actually Copper would perform a like kind of tune about our adventures. Obviously not going into specifics on the location, but just what they just went through, and probably singing praise of Arastelle for sacrificing herself right now. So yeah, I think he wouldn't go into specifics, but he would sing the story.
Sure, that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I assume you probably have a lot of songs and stories about all the achievements of the guild. So
Yeah,
that's just one more into the pile.
exactly. Yeah.
While this is happening, Arastelle, you open your eyes, looking up at this just night sky full of stars. You find yourself laying into what looks like a small field, tall grass surrounding you. You don't hear any sound beside the sound of nature. You do not know where you are as you lay down there looking at the sky. You don't know how much time has passed. The last thing you remember is that you walked into the red mist in Dorodur, and you felt pain as everything slowly faded away. But here you are now, back in one piece. If you look around, you have your satchel bag. Everything's in it. Uh, Everything seems to be in order. Nothing is missing on you.
Instinctively at this point, I think that she would probably try to reach out to Philibert just telepathically with their connection.
As you try, you are met with a slight headache, and as you look around, you feel like your connection to current is far from being what it was.
Hmm. Okay. Then I would get up and look at my surroundings to see if it seems at all familiar. If I can figure out where I'm located right now.
You so stand up. Uh, there's a slight breeze, a warm breeze. Uh, as you look around, if you look east, you can see that you are close to a body of water. Uh, you can hear the waves even from there. And if you look a little north, you can see light coming from what looks like a small village. You are standing at what seems to be the middle of a field. Uh, the tall grass is probably crops that is uh, just slowly growing up.
If I oh actually
And
I don't
it's
know
the middle of the night right now.
I don't even know if I have sending right now. I might have taken it off for this fight. I don't have sending. um I think I'm gonna try going towards the village and see if there's like a sign at the like outskirts of the village letting me know like where this is, like what the town name is maybe.
Sure. You start walking toward this village. As you approach, you can see it is hamlet sized, so it is not big at all. Uh, it is close to the very same body of water. As it's nighttime, you're not sure if it's maybe just a big river or if it's a lake or whatever it is. As you get out of this field and you approach the village, uh, you notice that um, you probably are not in Silk Meadow North over there. There is very scarce vegetation beside this field.
Hmm.
The buildings are look like small, square-shaped. Sometimes they're two-story high. Most of the time they're just one-story buildings. They're all made of dirt and brown stones. This doesn't look like a very wealthy place. Uh, you do find a small sign that seems to indicate that you are at a village called Brokel.
You said Brokel? Brokel, okay. And would that ring a bell to me?
Probably not. Do you think Arastelle was very good in Pinzarial geography?
No, not at
Then
all.
no. But you've been to the Pinzarial, looking around. This will be your first thought of where it
Okay.
could be right now.
Hmm. I think that um kind of cursing herself for not or for taking sending out of her repertoire, she would try and complete her meditation so that she's able to bring it back and cast that ending in a few hours.
Sure. Do you find a place for this, or
Yeah, I think that Arastelle probably would feel uncomfortable being in Pinzari by herself. So she wouldn't go into the village. She would probably go into the outskirts, maybe into the crops field.
sure? So you stay away from the village.
Yeah,
You start meditating,
yeah, for 4 hours.
I hiding in the long herbs of the crops.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully.
sure. Um, you start meditating. It doesn't take long for your meditation to be interrupted by uh, an elderly voice that will probably sound like Yujarek, but that's just because it's me. By an elderly voice that will ask, "Are you lost, child?"
Um, maybe. I'm not from here.
I assume meditation is always eyes closed, considering it's always
Sure. Yeah.
people never meditate with eyes open. I mean, look
And
at the wall.
yeah, unless they're like
Uh,
dazing out. Yeah. Probably.
Psychopaths. You open your eyes.
Mhm.
Uh, Close to you, standing in the field, is this old man, uh, half elf, probably in his 70s, scars of hair, small gray beard, browned by probably smoking a little too much. You can set his belt that he has uh, herb pouch and what looks like a smoking pipe. He's got a small cane. He's back arched a little, standing on his cane, and he tells you with a slight smile, "Well, maybe we can help you out like you've helped us. We assume you may have some questions, Arastelle. You,
How do you?
by the way, he's talking. This person is talking in a wee manner. You can probably understand. You've had this sort of conversation before with uh, Edgar.
I would just. I would say, how do you? And then Edgar.
You have some good allies. There are forces that do entertain your presence. You should be glad about them.
How did I get here? What happened to Durdur?
Durda is safe. The corruption was pushed back. Your friends won. You won. But we needed a way to stop the ritual, which you helped tremendously. Your kin are very useful to us. Uh, we will not lie to you. Normally, this would have removed you. Such godly strength have obliterated your body, but due to the influence of Vrinuf and Embol, your mind was able to be saved. They made sure that your body was brought back afterward. We're sure that you'll find plenty of time to thank them for this.
I guess I owe them my life.
We believe that you do. As for the location of your rebirth, uh, this person will look around where the crops meet the sea. Fitting for the both of them.
That makes sense, yes. I tried reaching out to the currents and it doesn't feel right. Is that a
Yes,
side effect?
that will be it. This should be back in a few days. You'll find
Good.
your use again.
That's a relief. Okay.
As for now, maybe you should just take it slow. Gather your strength back. And if we may offer counsel, even though the both of them brought you back, we believe that you should tread carefully.
Why?
We're not the kind of people who usually give out gifts that freely.
What does that mean?
Embol and Vrinuf are not different.
I don't think I'm following.
I'm just offering counsel. Maybe they're just doing this of their kind art, but just be careful.
Okay. Thank you.
We should be the one thanking you. Also, we should be the one offering a commandment than this. There's a church of Edgar in town. You will find a warm bed there as a traveler.
And I won't be met with hostility at all?
Why would you?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable in Pinzari.
The people of the Pinzari are marvelous people. You should learn to trust them. Not all of them, but the people. They're our favorite.
Okay. Then I guess I'll find the temple. Thank you.
Oh, if you don't mind, we can bring you. I mean, we're also gonna stay there.
I would love that. Thank you. But does the group know that I'm okay? Are they aware that I'm back?
As of now, we do not believe that they are, but they seem confident that you're not gone. Oh, no worry, child. I'm sure you'll all find yourselves again.
All right.
It will bring you back, uh, well, toward the village, where a small chapel of Edgar lays. It's the only religious building in this village. Uh, it has uh, it has accommodation. They offer meals. They are they help people a lot. They make meals for the village people, for the people of the village. Uh, as you get there, the person you are with will, well, return to normal. As you enter the place, the priest who's awake at this time will uh, take care of the person with you, uh, and will thank you for bringing him back, as he's often having episodes
I
and
see. Yeah, that's
wanders
fine.
around. Obviously, if you speak with this old man again, he has no recollection of
Yeah.
who you are or anything of the sort.
Yeah, Arastelle would just say thank you to him and maybe like help him back to wherever he is going to.
Um, and yeah, if you're looking for nightly accommodation, the place will welcome you with open arms. If you have any question, feel free to ask them. I mean, beside the village name, don't know much, so.
Yeah, I would ask. I don't really. Asking what island this is would hint at the fact that like she's on an island that she doesn't know about. So that's kind of not a question that I would want to ask, but um what would I ask? I would probably ask I'm like I'm not too familiar with this island. Whose territory is this under?
Uh, this priest, going by the name of Arjun, um, uh, he won't ask too many questions. Uh, he will not even ask your name. He understands that there are a lot of pilgrims, that there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that travels, and that privacy is the thing. Uh, he's interested in helping people, not doing much more than that. But if you ask him, he will tell you that, well, things are slowly changing these days. Our Lord has been assassinated some months prior, and since there have been some turmoil going around. But it would seem that, according to the latest news, our highland will be under the tutelage of the Patchery family until, uh, well, Prakash's son is of age, which is good news.
Oh, I see. And
Until then, we'll see how it goes. But as of now, no, not much has changed, especially in our small hamlet.
with this information, does that glean some insight on like where this island is in the Pinzari Isles to Aristelle?
Well, you will know it's close to probably the Patchery's territory. That's for sure.
Yes, but it's not
I
really their
assume you've
territory.
read all the reports, so
Yeah.
you would know who Prakash was.
Yeah.
Uh, which mean that, yeah, this would probably you would probably understand that you would be uh in one of Prakash territory, maybe on Kemdapur, which was in the reports.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Fun.
I don't know if she would have other questions. I think she would just really want to rest because even though she's brought back, she's probably still exhausted. Um, so I think that she'll like donate some gold to the chapel and then ask for accommodations to rest.
Uh, they will gladly accept your gold, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They will offer you a meal, and you'll be guided toward a small room, which is like a window, a bed, uh, and table, a bedside table, and that's pretty much it. It tells that if there's anything, feel free to ask. He's up all night, and that breakfast is served at the early mornings
Okay.
before leaving you up.
Okay. Yeah, and then she'll continue her meditation.
Uh, Back to the guild. Back to the festivities. That is, if you want to do anything else during the festivities. Poppy? Chase?
Chase, actually.
Maybe.
Chase is limited to how far away he can walk from Copper, so he's gonna
Yes.
ask Copper to accompany him on a walk real quick.
Sure.
I've got like an hour. Do you want to go to my place?
Copper
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
hopped up onto Chase's shoulder.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk into Chase's office, which has probably not been touched, maybe by Jacob once, but really, he is gonna go to a false, a false board, and he's gonna pull out a couple of boxes, and he's gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie, I did not anticipate being able to talk to you after death. I had written this letter for you. Don't open it right now, by the way. You can open it when you need the support. But now
Alright.
you can just summon me. It's kind of pointless, but it's okay. It's whatever.
I'll learn a thing or two.
But I got some things for the guild. I don't want it to, now that I'm here, give them myself instead of having Jacob give it to them. So he'll come back to the guild, and this is where I will ask, would you guys like to see the thing that I got? The reason I asked for all of your ring sizes. Would you like to see them before I send them, or would you like to be surprised by them in the mail? We'll leave it up to you
middle
guys.
bullshit right there.
This is where I ask you. Otherwise, it'll be a fade to black with Chase showing you guys, but I won't show it to you. But I have them all right here.
I mean,
I'll leave it up to you guys.
I feel like it would be really cool to have that as part of the epilogue. I don't know.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're cool with it. Awesome. So first he will open up a box, and he'll get everybody's attention. Look at his non-existent watch. I have 15 minutes. Shit. And because he's been talking and drinking with people, you know.
Oh, I can just
I'm just
summon you
joking.
again.
True, he can. He's got first, he will pull out a box, and he will say, everybody, I am sad that I didn't get to come back to the guild, and, you know, go through the rest of what we've been through, rest of what you've been through with you. I had, prior to everything, commissioned a few things, and purchased some items for the guild as memorabilia. I was either going to give it when we defeated Talia, or when 1 year of the guild had come, and, well, here we are. The first thing I wanted to give everybody is one of these. So he'll show a
That's so cool.
a Celtic knot. and he will explain that each of us have our strengths and weaknesses, but together we're able to keep each other connected when we work together and fight for what we believe in.
We're stronger together.
Exactly. So I want everybody in the guild to have one of these. And he'll hand those out. They'll see that there are additional ones for future members and whatnot, members who aren't here. Ones reserved with names on them, such as Ilder. Arastelle has one with her name on it as well. And Millie as well. And the next box that he'll pull out is a smaller box. He will say, this next ring is for those who I have seen have exemplary leadership amongst the guild. Those who have come and rose above others, taking the charge on missions, on issues, not relying on the co-founders per se. And it's important that you all recognize your strengths. And there will be a few of these rings going out to some folks. I believe the people that I have listed are Manuku. So he'll give one to Manuku. He'll give one to Nim. He will give one to Benzel. And then he gives one to the founders as well. And also one for Grim. For the invisible hand above us.
Take.
And it's for Gnorth, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. But he says that there is one ring for Arastelle as well, with her name on it for when she comes to the guild. Yeah, I just want you guys to know that I am proud of what this has become, and I'm happy that I got to work with you all. And if anyone has anything to say, if not, Chase will ask Copper to go off to the side, and he'll pull out a small box of 4 rings. I'm gonna go canonically 4 rings.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And it will be a golden wire ring
Yeah.
with different gemstones.
Yeah.
And there will be one in the box with Ilder's name on it. There will be one in the box for Turiel, which he'll... Oh, Turiel's probably here, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. We would have him.
Yeah,
at the
I would pull
celebration.
Turiel back as well. That's right. I would pull Turiel back if his back could handle walking that far.
Mhm.
And give one to Turiel, give one to Copper, and then put one on for himself. And he would explain that he wanted to show remembrance of the friend group that got him back into adventuring and kind of saved him from a very mundane life. And he wanted to share that connection with you guys.
I think Copper would probably clap Chase's shoulder and would wipe away a tear as well and say, "It's been an absolute pleasure, Chase. I love you, man."
Love you too, buddy. That's my gift to us for our 2 years of playing and nearly 1 year in game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The picture, I'll post that picture of it here in a minute. But 7 rings for the gods above. That's funny.
It's a Lord of the Ring reference, by the way, just so you know.
Is it really? I thought it was something to do
If
with
you knew Lord of the Rings.
Still disappointed.
I'm still disappointed. This is why Chase died.
Woof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeesh.
I was
You
I was
messed up, though.
sitting on my couch when I was like, I don't think you has seen Lord of the Ring yet.
Let's
He
kill
missed
him.
the assignment. How could I punish that?
He
What
was just
could I
making sure you
do?
had more time to watch them.
Yeah, I think the rings give him a pass for the Lord for not seeing Lord of the Ring. Yeah,
Good.
that's okay.
I'll find a good way to take a picture of this, and I'll put. Oh, I think I got an okay one.
Awesome. Yeah, and I feel like since this is like a real celebration, Cobber would try to, like, after the hour, just call him again so that he can celebrate some more.
He has no memory of what he's done. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's fine. We can still party.
Oh yeah, the rings. Repeat the
keeps-
cycle.
The
Yeah,
rings.
he's
Where did
showing
they go?
Oh, and yeah, Copper would also wanted to ask after Chase's family, and like find where they are.
Oh, I've already spoken with them, but they are in undisclosed location. Blackout text only directly to Copper's mind.
Okay.
I don't have an answer.
We're the CIA now. That's been redacted again.
Uh-oh.
You don't need to worry. I have spoken with them, and Jacob is aware. I've asked him to see to their well-being.
You asked Jacob and not me?
Jacob's job is to reposition families and take care of the people that he's working for. He still works for the guild.
But I thought I was family.
Absolutely. And I told you the location. I'm just saying that I asked him to move them around because he has the guild funds to do so. I'm not putting that responsibility on you, but
Are they
Absolutely.
being like? I'm not talking about their like external dangers. I'm talking about how are they? Are they all right? Is their well-being okay? Who's taking care of them now that you're gone?
oh, I see what you mean. I mean, yeah, she was distraught when I showed up, how I showed up for you. But I had money put away for them.
How much?
Enough to last
money?
them. I've got no idea. I didn't really count it. It was a little treasure box of gold, really.
Okay.
It should last them a lifetime, maybe even into my kid's life. I mean, it doesn't take much to live. We're very profitable with our bar,
All right.
but they would love to have you for dinner, of course, whenever you're around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks, Scoo.
Yeah,
Thank
super
you,
cool.
Cool.
I'm sure everyone will be happy.
And canonically, I'm only sending one ring to each person of like if you have a leadership ring, I'm only sending you the leadership ring, not the guild ring. And if you have the founders like party ring, I'm not sending you either of the other two because they were. I'm not buying that many rings for everybody, but yeah.
You didn't buy a ring for all of my NPCs, like each one?
No, not at all.
God.
God, that would be terrible. I might have to get mine remade. I think they did my size wrong.
Go figure.
Yeah. Womp womp. The Celtic rings were a gamble because they had a low rating on the store and people posted pictures of bad makes, but they all turned out really well and I'm very happy with that.
Oh, good. Yeah, I really like those ones. They're very beautiful.
Anything else you want to show, Copper?
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Whatever you make it to mean. What do you mean?
That does sound very
Wanna fight,
cryptic.
man?
That was very cryptic. I'm very confused right now.
Like, anything else you want to do?
Oh, okay, gotcha. As Chase, Uh, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Good. So the festivities goes on. Chase and Copper are gone. Some people I assume are getting drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Zavril, you've got your divine intervention. Anyone else want to do something on this festive night? I'll take that as a no.
No, I think
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Good. So night goes on. Eventually, people start leaving as they're slowly falling down, falling apart, and the night goes. The very next day, Zavril, I assume you'll be talking with the others about what you saw.
Mm.
I assume at this point, you are pretty sure that this was uh, probably Zvakali, the city of Zvakali. Uh, Especially if you spoke with your father about that.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to Arastelle, the next day, what do you do?
I'm going to try and cast Sending to Philibert.
You are able to cast Sending.
Fuck yes. Okay. If that's the case, if I can get a connection, Philibert, is this working? I'm in Pinzari on what was it, Shavakali? Shval Kali. And my connection to the currents isn't really completely there. Can you hear me?
it will take a moment, but you will hear quite soon a response. Arastelle, ma chère, I am so glad to hear you. We have been trying to locate you. We had the indication of the Pinzari from Zavro. We'll get you as soon as possible. I'll gather the crystals.
Yeah.
Once the spell is done, you already feel somewhat exhausted, Arastelle.
In that case, I probably wouldn't try and send another spell, a sending spell, to Philibert. I think that she would probably go out to the field that where it meets the water's edge and just sit there meditating, trying to get back to her normal self.
Sure. You take some time for yourself. You do find this small beach where the land meets the sea. You can sit down in the sand, in the warm sand under the sun, and you meditate for some time, trying to connect yourself back to your surroundings, trying to feel the currents again like you used to. You have this strange feeling of not loneliness, but like when you feel like you miss home, like you miss something, you feel empty in a way.
Sure. Yeah. Homesick, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
homesick would be a good word for this.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like something's missing. Like when you have this favorite coat and you don't have it or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel like it's slowly coming back, but you understand it's going to be a process, as you were told by Edgar.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she would probably get pretty emotional about that and even maybe shed some tears at the realization that that part of her is kind of missing.
The guild, I assume you would set up a way to bring Arastelle back from the Pinzarial as soon as you can.
Yeah, Philibert wouldn't probably have slept all night trying to get more information on Shvakali overnight. And then
Bakali! Come on!
after Shvakali, after getting the message from Arastelle, that just confirms everything. So you'll go around getting the information out and seeing if we still have a crystal. If we don't have one left, he would make everything to start a trip there and message Arastelle back that they can get her immediately, but he'll do everything he can.
It usually takes some time, about a day to make a crystal.
But we had some done, so that's why I'm wondering. I don't know if we had
They
left.
are very location specific.
Okay.
Arastelle can go where she pleases, in a way.
Mm.
But Strixhaven crystals are one-way specific, location-specific crystals.
Okay.
So you need to know where point A and point B is as you craft them. So they're very specialized and they require a lot of knowledge. So having them done takes some time. So having one to go and come back will take about a day or more. It's faster than taking the boat still.
Mhm.
So you would have your newly appointed and overworked Strixhaven guy to make these crystals again. This guy's probably asking himself when he's getting a raise, which is the Stranger's classic.
Strixhaven hasn't been paying them bank right now? Really?
I don't even know.
Listen,
banking.
we only got him for a few sessions, so we're gonna put him through as much work as we possibly can.
Yeah,
Okay?
We're gonna give him
Exactly.
a bunch of work to do and then dissolve the guild.
Yep.
Exactly. So you can get this done. Like you will be in Pinzari the next day. It's up to you to tell Arastelle that maybe
Yeah,
try to find a place to meet or something like that.
Philibert is limited in how many times he can do sending, only a couple of times per day, but he'll use both to keep Arastelle informed.
She would probably just say that, like, she's in a safe location and just kind of dazed, but mostly healthy, to not worry about anything, and she would wait.
I'll see you soon, and I'll bring croissant.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time to go find some croissant. Anyone want to do anything during those 2 days?
Rest.
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
good.
I
Sounds
think
fine to
I
me.
think resting would make the most sense at this point for Copper.
This will be like the third day that Zavril's had at the guild total.
Good.
Poppy doesn't let you rest. She's gonna take you around the town to show you everything, even though you've lived here.
Do you know this place? Yeah. I lived in this neighborhood. Let's go there.
Yeah.
I want you to meet these people.
No.
I know them. So yeah, resting days at the guild house. Except for the guy who makes the crystal, obviously. This guy works.
Of course.
This guy is working overtime while everybody is just having leisure time.
We literally
You-
just saved the world, dude, okay?
Yeah.
And
So-
then, so, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Minuku would probably not take any time off. He would be getting prepped for another trip right away. He wouldn't leave before everything is settled, but everything is packed. His bag is on the side of the door. He's making sure everything works at the guild, and he'll have a talk with Copper probably the following morning. But he's gonna leave right after that.
Is Maniku going alone?
I think we can finish the Arastelle rescue, and
Sure.
he'll have the talk with the others after.
So, second day goes by. People are just taking some time to rest. As night rolls in. Zavril, found yourself in an alley in the capital. It's nighttime. You do remember going to bed. You do remember being going to sleep normally. You look at yourself, blood on your hand, armored, equipped, just like you would go on a mission, which is not how you sleep at night. And you stand in front of what's left of a man. From its clothing and what it looks like, probably was a ruffian of sort. He has a dagger in his hand that he's grasping at. His dead body is grasping at this dagger, clutching it as best he can. You are wounded. You do find yourself having a flesh wound at the arm. You don't have any weapon in hand. Your hammer is still locked in with the rest of your equipment at your backpack. You killed this man with your own hands. You don't remember anything. You don't know why. But the only thing you can think of is Valerian's word. You can hear them again when he told you that he must feed. What do you do?
So I'm armored, but I don't have like I don't have my hammer, so I don't have like all my equipment with me. I'm just like armored otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably have like a dagger if you usually have one like on your belt or things like that.
We
But
did
other than that-
realize a couple missions ago that I do not carry other weapons.
Oh yeah. You have you're armored, you're equipped to go out on a mission. You don't have your backpack or anything of the sort, like and your hammer. I would assume it probably has a sling of sorts, so it's probably in your at your back or something like that. It's big
Okay.
enough. It's not at your waist or.
Yeah, I would know if it was on me. Um, yeah, he would just stare at his hands for a moment and like take everything in.
Do you heal your flesh wound?
Yeah, I think he would heal himself. But he would also like once he comes to his senses, he would check on the guy in front of him, see. I assume he looks dead, but
The guy in front of you is look at him. I mean, what's your medicine bonus?
+8.
+8. Yeah, he's obviously dead as you look at him. He's got beaten to a pulp.
He's gonna try to heal him as well. He knows that it's not worth anything, but he's gonna try it anyways, and spare the dying.
It does nothing. You've tried to heal corpses before.
Yeah.
You know it should at least give them their beauty again in some ways, but it just does nothing.
He's going to kind of slowly back away from what he's looking at in front of him. I assume run into like a wall or something, but like he's just staring at it in disbelief. I assume he doesn't recognize the person either.
You do not recognize this person.
Okay.
You can roll knowledge history.
History. Okay. Me. Oh, 14.
14. You're from the city. Obviously you don't know everyone. You don't know everything. But looking at the garments of this man, he seems to be he's probably from one of like the local thief guilds. He seems to have some sort of sigil on his clothing so that he can be recognized.
Once he's finally taken in the full scene, he's gonna try to speak with Valyrian, I guess. Not even sure if Valyrian can hear him in this state, but he's talked to Valyrian already, so we just got back from a mission where we had to fight and kill many creatures. Was that enough? Not enough to satiate your hunger? And, you know, protecting ourselves and whatever, but has this not been enough for you to feed? Did you need more?
You can feel sorts of presence and roughened breath, just like if he was at your shoulder, coming from behind you, and he will simply tell you, "I cannot feed on soul less. You've used me twice. I'm just taking my due." And you'll feel its presence just fade away.
Even so. So are these like conversations happening in my head, or do I have to speak
Yeah,
out
it's pretty
loud?
much in your head, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
You don't have to look like a
Yeah.
madman in the street.
Well, aside from standing over a bloody corpse.
It's in an alley, middle of the night. Maybe not standing there too long would be a bright idea, though. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
As he feels him leaving, he'll just yell at him in his head. It's not fair for you to be judge and jury as well as executioner. We need to figure something out where we're not just killing random people. Being a part of the Thieves Guild doesn't mean that they deserve to die. And then he's going to leave the alley, get his bearings, and he's going to try to, as quickly and trying to avoid as much as anybody, try to make his way back. Yes, to the guild, because his family doesn't live in the city anymore. And he's gonna try to get himself cleaned up.
So you do your best to keep a low profile as you wander through the city. Hide your bloody ends. You have a spell to wash it away. To try to find a fountain or
I have like
something.
all of the I have Druidcraft, and Thaumaturgy, but I don't think either of those actually clean anything. I think that's prestidigitation.
Yes, it is prestidigitation.
I can
Probably
alter the appearance of my eyes.
It's useful.
Do you have minor illusion to make your clothes?
No, that's not a. It's not a cantrip for clerics, I don't believe. No, I don't really have anything. Oh, I guess I do have Create Water.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. You can
That
at least try
is
to
better than
wash
nothing.
some of it.
Yeah.
And you go back to the guild once this is
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Good.
And yeah, I'm gonna go back to bed and try to act like nothing happened, but definitely not sleep.
How about we take a 5 or 10 minutes?
Sure. So, does someone want to explain the reactions in the chat?
Which one?
All of them. Like, what were the reactions towards? You said Edgar with an angry face?
You just
Before
made
he said that it was Edgar.
Oh, you knew that it was Edgar, okay, because it was
Yeah.
an old elf person.
When he started saying "we" and then he started entering into the description, but no.
Okay. And then
But that's Tonio.
yeah, of course.
Edgar.
And Q said chill.
Mhm.
I
And
think
then
Tonio's response
Ethan-
is justified now. What did Ethan say that to?
That was when
They started saying that
you owe your
you
life
owed
to them.
and not
And
the
I
other
was-
way around.
And I was like, what the fuck? No, you literally saved them from being wiped out. This is the least they could have done. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is kind of bullshit.
And then they said, we should be thanking you. And it's like, yeah, damn right, you did by giving her life back, you bitches. Goddamn, you motherfuckers. Suck a cock if you're not grateful. Jesus. Happy Pride.
Zovril, after killing a man, decided to go back to sleep. Like, which makes sense.
He said that he didn't go back to sleep though.
Yeah, I know. Anything else, Zovril? Or should we go to the next day?
Nope, he's going to stay up, but he's just gonna try to act as normal as possible, even though I'm sure he's not going to be great at it, but he's taking this to the grave.
Hands in its pocket, just whistling whenever someone is nearby, just going.
Yeah.
Nothing suspicious, everything's normal.
In the back, we're going, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Good. So the next day, the crystals are ready to go and fetch Arastelle at the Pinzari House. Arastelle, are you staying in Rockall the next day, or are you moving to Shpikali, which is not too far away?
That's a good question. Knowing that, like, there's a chance of running into any of the Pashiri, I think that she would want to stay on the outskirts. At least they don't really know who she is here, but they might recognize her in Shvakali, is that it? Shvakali.
It's Vakali.
Okay.
Yeah. You stay at the outskirts of town. You don't wander into it. Trying to keep as low of a profile as you can.
I mean, she would stay around the chapel, I think. But yeah, she would keep to herself for sure. Maybe draw in her sketchbook to keep her nerves.
Oh, there's plenty of sites to draw, so
Yeah.
so eventually you probably get, I assume, a message from the group that is going to the Pinzarias. Tonio, Philibert, who will you be bringing with you? Are you going alone?
So he would probably offer anybody who wants to come, but the members that were closest to Arastelle in the latest mission, so Zavril, Nim,
Definitely going
Poppy.
with locate either object. I believe I have something that Aristelle's notebook.
Isn't that only like 1,000 feet though?
One is
I
1
have the
mile, one is
other-
1,000.
Okay, I
I
have
think you
the
mean
nature
scry.
one.
Oh.
I have
And-
scry. I have a bunch of things that can help me find people.
That's all
It's
the
not like she's hidden either. Like I assume she told Philibert the name of the small village. So once we're there, we can like ask for direction.
Okay, sure.
Also, you could just like reach out to her,
Yeah.
and she would say, "I'm by the shore."
Mm-hmm.
But
Sure.
I think Philibert would just before we leave, he would contact you and say, Arastelle, we are leaving right now for Shvakali. Where are you either in the city or around that we can reach you? We'll be there soon.
I'm in the village of Raquel. I'm staying at the chapel of Edgar. I'm really look forward to seeing you again.
And we'll teleport.
You use the teleporting stones. You arrive in the city of Rakali. You arrive at the town center, where the archway, the arches are located in Rakali. This is also where your crystal will be going back to the guild house, well, to Silk Meadow. Obviously, as you appear, there is a lot of people there that are curious. They're making space, looking at the bunch of you. You can see a lot of them talking to each other. They're probably not used to seeing people using the arches and just appearing in a magical kind of swirl. So it makes people talk. You all arrive safely in Drakali. With no idea in where Raquel is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once I assume that once our stomachs starts being fine.
Oh yeah, you guys have to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Obviously, kind of forgot, but yes, you are not feeling well.
I rolled a
Except if
3.
you are used to this kind of traveling, which means being a Strict 7 student. If you were not, chances are that the your breakfast may be finding its way out faster than
I'm
expected.
gonna use my staff to negate that.
You're just gonna rewind you puking. Not sure
Yep.
it's a good idea.
That breakfast was great. I'm holding it in.
That's the idea.
Just gonna puke twice this morning instead of once. um. So yeah, you're in Javakali.
Bear would look around, see if there's a town guard or any like city officials.
Oh
that-
yeah, there's a guard.
around,
He's
yeah.
actually coming toward you. As I said, people are not used to the teleportation magic being a
Mhm.
thing.
What is
Most
that?
people don't even know the arches can be used as a mean of teleportation. So
Oh, well, oops.
I mean,
Poppy's on the ground puking. When will I get used to this?
the guard. There's two guards that will approach you. They'll hail at you, tell you to essentially stay where you are.
I can't move, it's okay.
City Bear will wipe their croissant off his mouth that he just
Oh no,
restituted also. So
not the croissant.
Oh, that's
a
good.
bit of flaky bits coming out.
Oh,
It
no.
wouldn't be flaky anymore. It'd be
No.
soggy.
Then he'll wait for them to be in like conversation distance.
Question. Is croissant also it's also the word used in English, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the pastry.
There-
Yes.
Some people mispronounce it. And some,
Croissant.
yeah, they kind of put a
Croissant?
T. Yeah, they put a T at
Croissant.
the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
croissant. Then this leads me to something else. For in French, when the moon looks like a croissant, we actually call this a croissant de lune.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't
We
know
say
if
crescent.
it's crescent in English.
Yes. Yes.
Huh. Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was inspired back by croissant, but it's
By the
crescent.
French.
Yeah, it's crescent.
The French see croissant everywhere. Every time I look at the sky at
Yeah.
night, I see croissant.
Mhm.
Very poetic as a language.
It is.
So, the guard gets close to you. They're obviously a little startled. They don't have their weapons out, but they clearly have their hands close to them. So, ready to unsheath if need be. Especially since
They're-
I assume your group is probably slightly equipped.
Armed, yeah. Yeah. Where without his hand on his weapon, we'll get them out. And
What are you doing?
Sorry,
right now,
sirs.
Kudo?
I'm ready to roll initiative. No, I'm just
Every time we go to Kemdapur Island,
I'm
it's
ready.
always a mess.
I'm ready.
People die. We go
Anyway,
to
let's start
jail.
blasting. Jumping jolt. Let's go.
There's a bunch of civilians. I don't care.
Deja
Good.
vu.
No.
Sorry, sirs. We had pressing matters and used this magical device to come to your town faster than taking a boat. I hope it didn't scare anybody. We just need passage.
And who might you be?
I am Philibert de Breuil with the Strangers, a guild of Silk Meadow.
And you use these stones to appear.
Yes, we did.
Are you from Strixhaven?
We are allies of Strixhaven. Those stones are a gift that we have only a few use of, which kind of implies the importance of the matter as end.
You see the both of them kind of talk to each other. Zavril, you can ear them with your 20,000 perception. They seem to be, one of them seemed to be saying to the other that he had told them that this was magical, like they were not just rocks. Like they seem to be having a sort of argument about the legitimacy of uh, old uh, stories told to each other. Uh, uh, then the leader of the both of them will tell you, uh, allies of Strixhaven are allies of the island. You're welcome in Shrakali.
It will only be a short stay. We just have to go to the town of Cavell. What was it?
Raquel?
Raquel?
Raquel.
Rockel. We just have to pick up someone in the town of Rockel. Would you be so kind as to point us in the right way?
Um, well, while my friend make sure to report of your presence, I will gladly escort you toward Raquel.
Be sure to give our thanks to the Bashiri for the stay.
We will. Look at you being all political. But these guys are not. No. Roll initiative. They're not Pachiri people. No, no. Yeah, they look a little confused, but yes, he tells you that they will make sure to let the Pachiri know. So the leader will escort you to the edge of town, show you the way to Raquel, and he will wish you good luck and wish you the best. Tells you that at this time of day, this time of year, the sun can be brutal if you're not from the island, so be mindful of that and drink water.
Thank you. It is not our first stay in the islands. This one maybe, but we'll pay attention to it. You are most welcome.
Safe travels. Strangers, correct?
Yes.
Safe travels and welcome to Kentepe. He will turn back, let you leave toward Raquel. The trip to Rokel ain't that long. Rokel is a small hamlet very close to Kenteper. Not Kenteper, to Shvakali. Shvakali being by the sea, it's a port city. All you have to do is pretty much follow the road south, and you will find your way to Rokel in about an hour's march, hour to 2 hours march, without much problem. You have no trouble on the road. The sun is quite hot, burning hot at this time as the day goes by, and you eventually see the small hamlet of Raquel standing in front of you by the sea, surrounded by fields. Do you just message Arastelle, or do you just try to find her?
You mentioned that she stayed at the little chapel, so I think that's where we would go first.
Arastelle, or do you think you will be there?
Yeah, if I probably would have gone back there in preparation for their arrival.
Good. You can. Chapel ain't that big. You can see them enter the place. Middle of the day. All four of them? You brought three with you?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see all four of them enter the small Roquel Chapelle. you are united with the group.
Um, I I would get up from my seat and uh in joy quickly walk to Philibert to give him a hug.
He's picking up the pace when he sees you, getting up and embrace you.
You made it.
We made it as fast as we could. So it took more time than I would have wanted.
It's okay. I'd like to go home though. I'm tired.
We can go right away. It's an hour's march back to Strakali, and we have a second crystal to go back.
That would be really nice.
I brought you some croissant if you would need something.
It's
No.
exactly what
berries,
I
Kat.
was missing.
I'm sure.
What happened after I went through the mist?
Nothing really. After you went through the mist, everything stopped. We tried to contact you. The mist dissolved. Nothing we were trying to do. And I assume the others joined back up at that point so they could join in the conversation. But like
Mhm.
Yeah,
we
Poppy.
we invoked gods. We invoked everything. I'm ashamed to say that, but I tried to invoke the dark powers in my heart to reach out to you.
What?
We tried everything.
You disappeared out of nowhere. We didn't. What happened? We
What-
were afraid that you were taken.
But Philibert, are you okay?
I am. Nothing happened with it. Nothing worked. Either what I tried, every members of the guild with connection to gods tried. We did the whole rituals with the whole seven.
I'm
Everything we tried didn't work. We stayed there and tried for hours before we finally left.
hmm. At this point, I think that she would like look around at the chapel, seeing if like there were people around, and if there were people around, she would try and like bring the group to a secluded area so that they could talk privately and explain that she actually died and was brought back by Renoff and Emble, it seems.
Liber's hand on yours will tighten when you say that.
So that's whose eyes were on you. Okay.
Eyes?
Chase said that Gnorth didn't have eyes on you. So that must have been Vernoff and Emble who looked out for you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Gnorth hasn't talked to me at all. It's odd. But yeah, it took a toll trying to fight the corruption back.
How long have you been back? We weren't able to contact you in any way, so
I remember waking up in the field of crops outside of the village. It was the night before I had reached out to you. I've had a headache ever since then.
We'll get you a mount, a horse or something for the trip back.
That would be really nice, yeah. Thank you.
Couldn't we just have Nim transform into a horse?
I could.
If Nim wants, I wouldn't force that on her.
I know, I'll change.
But you
Into
would
a
force it on a regular horse?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
we could just get horses for all of us, right?
I guess.
It's-
I don't have any money on me.
It's not a long trip. It is fine. I just want you to be well, and if you're not feeling well, we'll at least ease your travel. It's only an hour walk.
Okay.
I'll change into a horse.
Thanks,
That
Nim.
you could have found in Rockall is like a camel, so good call.
I mean, camels are cool too. That'd be fine.
So you pack up and you leave Rockall beyond?
Yeah, she would say goodbye to Ardril and thank him for the hospitality while she was here.
It's always a pleasure to help people around. I hope you had a good stay and you found yourself, or what you were looking for at least.
I think I did find myself. Thank you.
Have a nice trip, you and your friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
But if Evan guide your next steps.
May they guide you as well.
You leave and you found your way back toward Shvakali. You head back to the arches without any problem.
That's good.
I was expecting guards to be waiting there for us. Anyways.
You can use the crystal. And you head back to Silk Meadow, safe and sound.
Yay!
Handle this. I can handle this. Come on. Come on.
And can roll a Constitution
Come on.
saving throw
Come on.
again.
I got this.
Oh, I got one more. I went
Oh.
from a 2 to a 3.
Nice.
18 on the die. Plus
UK
big
again.
numbers.
With the amount of time Philibert has done it now, I think you would be getting better
Have,
at it.
have you really done
You
it
think you
that
would be
many
getting
times
better?
though?
With you? Like,
It's
we're
the-
going
the-
to Strict 7, we did it like 4 or 5 times in the same day or something like that.
Well, strict saving students have to do it for a full year
Oh, yeah,
before they
for
don't
a
have to
full
roll
year, I'm
anymore.
sure.
Yeah.
We had to roll the first full year.
Yeah.
So there are some of you that don't handle travel well, as well as the others.
Mm-hmm.
I think only Philibert didn't get it this time.
No, I'm not one.
Oh.
Would Arastelle be okay traveling through the currents?
Arastelle, I would like you to roll.
Yeah. Constitution? I got 16.
Okay. You're fine.
Okay, good.
On the other side, Nim and Philibert are not fine. And Philibert,
Mhm.
you feel like it's actually somewhat getting worse.
Okay.
You feel like you're not accommodating yourself to this at all. But beside that, you're back in Silk Meadow. The guild Everyone's back to the guild. I
It's to
assume
be
you're all going
expected
back to the
on
guild house.
yeah.
What did you say?
I was gonna say it's to be expected. Second time on a half empty stomach, so dry eating and
That's even worse.
Yeah,
We'll find more
just
croissants.
gastric acid coming back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you all know what it is.
Back to my food
That
poisoning.
happened.
Yeah.
That happened to everyone at least once.
Mm-hmm.
As you go back to the guild house, the first one to greet you back will be Nifale. He will give Arastelle the biggest of hug that she can, and she'll be teary-eyed.
Yeah.
She will be. She will not let you go.
I would console her and just kind of
You will-
like say,
I thought you were dead. They told me you were missing.
It's all right. I'm all right. I'm here.
Is it all over?
For now.
For now?
Knew that demon was telling the truth. Poppy says as she wanders off.
As long as for now takes
I,
a long time.
I don't know what the future holds, but I'm okay.
Found some great place in town I want to show you.
Okay.
Tailors, bakery, designer.
And I mean I would love to go, yeah. And how's your training going, Nephilim?
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you asked, because now I can do this. She will essentially cast Prestidigitation. It's better than nothing. She will, but it seems more powerful than what you know, what people usually do.
Okay.
Like, it kinda affects the whole room.
Oh, cool.
Aurela is pretty really relieved with that, removing the last traces of blood.
Zavriel's feeling clean now. He's just going like, you just whistling away.
That's fantastic, Nephilim. Great job.
Thanks. I wouldn't have done it without the guild's help and you and.
You'll have to keep that up. Don't.
Yeah. I plan on doing my best, and I hope you'll be able to help in future. She'll release the. She will release the UG at this point. I'll need a drink. Do you want a drink?
It's not even noon.
You should try this thing where they put some orange juice with this really bubbly stuff. It's great for the mornings.
Yeah, it's brunch time. There's no time to drink. It's everything feels better after that.
Does it help headaches?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Depends on what you drink. You'll teach me more magic, and I'll teach you how to be more social.
Okay. I feel like Arastelle is super exhausted at this point, but it's very on brand for her to try and make Nephile happy. So, yeah, she would go along with Nephile right now.
While this is going on, Manuku, what's up?
Yep. First person you would go to is Copper.
So you're doing this the day that the others are gone to.
Yeah, I think the morning the rest of the group, the four went away to go pick up Arastelle. That morning, like first light, you'll look for Copper. Don't know where he finds him at this point.
Probably in his office.
Still sleeping.
Maybe still sleeping. That might be good too. He was trying to put things in order at the guild. So like I feel like he's just busy with administration stuff.
Mhm. That fits. Manuku will knock, but I'm sure Copper heard him arrived anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My little friends, I think we need to have a talk.
What's up, Manuku?
You know, I've been having those dreams, and there's not stopping. I'll need to head east soon.
I thought we had more time than that.
We might have time, but who knows if the dreams are that precise? And maybe Roland will want to strike before it happens.
Hmm.
If we can take the mother out before the rampage, maybe we could save lives.
Hmm. When are you leaving?
Hopefully today before noon.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I had more time.
That's why I want to talk with you. With Chase is gone, the leadership of the guilds kind of falls on your head.
Yeah.
What are your plans?
Hmm. Well, I want to try and keep this guild run as much as possible. I'm torn because I want to go to the isthmus and help you, but this is my home.
You should be proud of what you and the other funders did. And I think you need to continue that.
I'll meet you out there. I just need to get some things in order. Make sure that everyone is good at the guild. I'll be a couple weeks, but I'll be there.
You'll be able to send words, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Either you or other members of the guild that can. Wow. I'll keep you updated. I can't send you those words by the gods, but hey, there are pigeons.
Make sure you bring the belt.
You're sure you don't want to keep it here? Other people could use it. If we're apart, they're no use. I would probably wear it anyway. But
I'd like you to.
it's a tool.
I'd like you to have it. Manukil.
I'll keep it. I'll wear it proudly.
I'll message you every day. Make sure everything's okay. And I'll let you know when I'm on the journey over there. Maybe I can even ask Strixhaven to build a crystal to get me over there quickly.
And we have somebody from Strixhaven's here now, something like that. They used the crystal this morning, so
Yeah.
they'll be able to help with that. But once I joined up with the Omen Slayers, I'll be able to talk planning and update you also. Maybe you don't have to run in this fast. I don't know what they'll do.
You're gonna be able to hang out with Bishop.
Yeah. All of them.
I really want to
You-
join.
Well, you'll be able to build your own legendary group. We kind of did already. It's kind of bad seeing the legendary 12 or 15 or 20 or whatever numbers the guilds it up to now, but we did great things already.
I mean, we're the strangers. That's
Yeah.
our name.
Legendary strangers now,
Yeah.
at least in our own eye. So I'll be on my way soon. I have to talk with some members. I think some of them might be interested to go to.
You gonna talk to Hal?
I'll talk to Al. I'll talk to Dogs. He's a monster hunter too. He wants giant tusk for his ass and stuff like that. He might be interested. I'll ask Lyra if she wanna join too.
Something tells me that she might want to go with you.
Maybe. We'll see what she has to say. I won't ask Ya out, but if we survive whatever happens at the wall, I think the next trip is gonna be south. He knows the island too, and he might be able to help me find back the copy. So, I don't think I'll go back there permanently.
Okay.
I have a life here now. I have a brother that I want to stay in contact with. Shaking you a bit. But I want to be sure they are safe and know I can go back.
Okay. Maybe we can find you a scroll of sending so that you can just check in on them to make sure everything's okay.
We'll see. I don't know if the gods will let us reach there. The island is kind of blocked off.
Okay. Well,
It's worth a try.
I think so.
But that's for after. I think the wall is first. If I can survive that, I don't have the right to go back anyway.
I think you'll do just fine. You saved Arcavios once, you can do it again.
We did. I did it.
Well, we saved Arcavios. We can do it again.
Let's hope so. Bye, my friend.
Take care, Manuku. I'll see you again soon.
Yes. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Nuku will take his leave and go ahead to talk to the different members he mentioned.
As for Lyra, yes, if you ask her, she will go. I mean, Waterford is not a place she can go back to, so at this point, she will probably just follow you instead of staying at the guild house. As for Alden, it's up to you to ask.
I'll go
As
up to
he's-
him. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was just. If you asked, he's tripping over himself, getting the few belongings he has to pack up to be ready to go. And takes 3 seconds because he's been at the guild for not very long.
Get me the fuck out of here. I can't be known as the horse killer.
It's funny because one group knows him as that, and the other group, like Manuko and Copper, have a completely different view of him. Like an innocent little kid that wants to tag along.
That's why you want to stick with them.
Hmm.
I would understand. Like being known as the animal killer of the guild, kind of not great.
No.
No. So, that's it for that character.
From Manuku. Good. So Manuku will take his leave. I assume Alvin will follow him.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna guess dogs would too. Finn told me he had a really bad heat exhaustion headache from work today, which is why he wasn't able to hop in.
That's all good. It's been some pretty hot days. That makes sense. Also, nobody was breaking his arm to be there, so. But I assume that he will probably say yes to that. So that's the day where you go and pick up Arastelle. The day would go by. Manuku and his party will leave the guild. Following this, is there anything your characters would do during the day? I assume that Copper would tell the rest of the guild about Manuku's departure.
Yeah. Yeah. And he would probably also just like start the process of getting a crystal made so that Copper can meet him in Blaze home eventually, because he plans on that to be the case. Yeah, that would be the first day of Arastelle coming back. Also, I feel like Copper would be like, "What the fuck? How is Arastelle still alive?" Like everyone seems so like nonchalant about Arastelle coming back.
Mr.
Nobody
Copper, look
ever
what we
dies.
found.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, like Copper really thought that she was gone. Apparently, he was the only one that like saw
No
that
faith.
she sacrificed herself to heal the currents, and now she's back all of a sudden.
Manuku was with you 100%.
Okay.
I was ready to go to Dalcor and fight a bitch if she could. Like I knew she was alive somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
I was ready to go open up one of those doors.
I feel like
I just imagined Poppy being like, "I told you.
I told you all.
I knew-
I knew it.
I knew it.
You should have seen this coming.
I told you."
Yeah. So like.
Has the Immaculum behind her, the witch. I forgot what her name is, but she's like backing me up and shit.
Yeah, so I don't want to have this conversation between my two characters, but like I feel like Copper would just have his jaw drop at seeing Arastelle again.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, That would be quite a surprise, considering, well, you all saw her disappear into nothingness.
Yeah. So.
What would Arastelle say if people ask her, like, would she just tell them that the gods brought her back, or?
I think that she would lie and say that she was like just transported away from the tree. That she didn't actually die. She like maybe her no, she doesn't want to say that she can travel through the currents.
Doesn't everybody at the guild know that already, technically?
Oh, I thought that this was just like a general question on. Is this a general question, or is this the a question from the guild house specifically?
My question?
Yeah, your question.
My question is, if anyone from the guild house,
From the guild house.
NPC, PC, whatever, asks you,
Oh God, I
would you lie? Or...
Yeah, I still think that Arastelle would probably lie because this is really weird. She'd probably just say she didn't know what happened.
Okay.
I think Philibert would mention sometime, like, after you have those talk with people, like, say, when you say that, like, don't raise your eyebrow, don't say tell, and give you points to lie
he's
better.
giving her visual cues on how to
Trying
lie.
to giving her advantage on her deception check.
Yeah. I gotta teach you how to lie now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm going to have to start using a different name too, aren't I?
Arastelle.
Larastelle? Another day will go by. The Geldhouse slightly more empty than it was at the beginning of the day, as Manuku's party left. I would assume following that, not everyone will stay at the Geldhouse. Those who have families or friends or whatever will probably take this leisure time to wander around and take some time off now that the bulk of the problem is pretty much solved. You'll receive reports from Jacob every day about how things are going in Sorios, how things are going up north in Kerdun and the Grove. So he will keep an eye on these sort of worldly events, make sure that everything's all right. You'll get feedback from Strixhaven telling you that well, first off, telling you that they could not, that they could find Arastelle, and it seems that she's at the guild house. So,
Oh God, the Strixhaven knows that
I
she was
assume we
missing
would
and she
have.
kind of tell her to tell you guys to maybe look better, and or no, in a sarcastic way, understanding that she probably found her, or she found her way back.
Does everybody know that I went missing?
Yeah. No.
If you look at the
No,
local
no.
newspaper, if you go buy milk, your face is on the is on the side.
I don't want this kind of attention.
Well, you already have a
Should get-
statue up in another city, right?
What are you talking about?
Oh no, that was Zavra. My bad. Sorry, I people mixed up.
But yeah, you get news from Strixhaven, yeah, telling you about how Arastelle seems to be at your guild house. So they stopped looking, and magically looking, and also they'll tell you that they're taking care of Dorodir. That they will not mentor them, but like just keep an eye, make sure things are going fine and back in order. they're a control freak, so.
Yeah.
Um, and unless there's things you want to ask them, they're pretty much just gonna give you the news to make sure everything's all right, and that that's gonna be it for them. Uh, After a few days of free time, I assume that Nephile will have pulled you into multiple places in town, uh, emptying the guild house's coffers.
Oh no.
Oh, they were already emptied. What do you mean?
Yeah, Poppy saw to that.
She's trading magical items out for money so that
Oh
she
my
can buy
God.
clothing and
no.
and cosmetics.
This is how Grim gets rid of all of our inventory.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Nephile got rid of everything, so she could buy Arastelle new robes.
She was the secret big bad all along.
Yeah,
she was friends
uh,
with a lot of
she
big
was the
bads.
doom, the actual doom of the guild house was her. But no, essentially, yeah, she would probably pull you into multiple places in town during the next few days. If you're gonna have some free time to socialize, see people, have fun for once, which is not a life or death situation type of fun, so it's kind of good.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably just as stressful for Aristelle. And exhausting.
I would prefer being disintegrated again than being here. And she's like at the nail salon. uh,
She has her earrings activated throughout all of those.
Stress level or just die.
Yeah, exactly.
Anxiety through
Too
the
much
roof.
socialization.
Everybody needs that one friend that drags them out, even if they want to be antisocial.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Um, it's been about 5 or 6 days. Um, Good bear. Um, you you get this nightmare that sometimes come back to you uh, about you running through some woods a little too familiar, chased through some woods. Uh, Even though you came back from death, uh, you still have from time to time this memory of uh, Kennelsburg that comes back to haunt you. It's never harmful. It's just another nightmare. Almost getting used to it. But this time it's slightly different. Uh, you run through the same woods, chased by the same dogs and the same guards. And difference is this time you found yourself at a cliffside, which wasn't ever there, overlooking the Evanfell lands. And at the distance, due east, you can see this purplish light descend onto Evanfell, far, far away east, like just like a falling star, and you can just see it crash onto the land in this purple explosion that is a little too big, even though it's clearly miles and miles and miles away east. Probably maybe in Belterre or Nolnheim. And you wake up as you are being caught by this very same arrow straight through the back. Same as always. But this time it was a little different. You wake up in your bed, uh, probably uh, sweating more than usual, uh, as you're being pulled back to reality. You had this, you have this sort of grip at your heart and this you sudden feeling of you not being you that you sometimes have since your rebirth. What do you do?
I'm trying to calm down, but also I'm trying to. It's a new realization, but do the magical power from the book feel of a similar provenance than the art and the purple light?
The
Like
book.
he never investigated how he got his sorcerer's power. Like he touched that book in the professor's study,
Hmm.
but the book was unidentified. He's
It
wondering
was.
if
The more you think about what's going on or what it was, the more you feel like it was probably linked to your new self.
he'll get up, clean himself, and I think he'll eventually find Arastelle one of the few times Nephili didn't carry her out of the guild house. And so there and say, uh, I know what I need to do in the next few weeks or months. This. I have a recurring nightmares about what happened at Kennisburg, and it changed last night. I think maybe it was foreshadowing something, but
What did you see?
a shooting star, purple, falling and destroying a part of Evenfell. It has the same color that I see in your eyes when you talk about that demon you fought. And it has a similar feeling to the book that gave me those psychic powers that I'm able to talk you to now.
Hmm.
I think we need to find a way to get access to that book and maybe learn what we can about it.
Do you
That
do you know
might
where
be
it might
difficult
be?
though. I know exactly where it might be.
Where?
One of the Strixhaven's professor
Um,
summer house in Evenfell.
Okay. I also need to go to Strixhaven. We need to help those poor people. I need to go talk to Lachille.
Before having that nightmare, I thought that the main thing I would want to do was to help save the other current Bortons like you. You had a, I don't remember who, I think Nim had a vision, or you had a vision of the other ones. We also saved some in not Castile, but another of the region. When you went out, you saved them with Zavril, Garen, and I don't remember who. When you saved Nephili.
Yeah.
So that I thought that was gonna be the first thing I wanted to do, but I think Nim is leaving for that. So maybe I'll leave that to her, and we have to go to Strixhaven before.
You're not suggesting that we would split up, are you?
I don't want. I'll follow you. I think we just have multiple paths in front of us that we'll need to tackle.
Okay.
But I'll
I think we
do
should
them
go
with
to
you.
Heavenfell first. on our way to Strixhaven.
Well, we'll have to talk about how we don't do this, because if we need to see that book, either we need to ask for it, or it needs to be done secretly, and I'll want to talk with you about how you want to approach that before we start doing it, and whoever accompanies us.
I guess that makes sense. If you think that it's better to be quiet about it, then I would defer to you on that decision.
I failed at doing it one time, which brought me ill.
But
Might
you
not
were
be a good
alone
idea to try
before.
again. I was. But I wouldn't want to put a bad name on you with Strixhaven either.
Well, I have a way of hiding what I look like. They wouldn't know it's me.
You do. But you might have a way into asking that professor rightfully for seeing the book too. I
Do you
think it's
do
a
you
talk
think
for
it's
another time,
okay?
though.
Okay.
At least we have an idea of
You seemed
where we want to
apprehensive
go.
last time you saw her.
Yes. Ah, I'm not unproud of what I was doing before, but being with the strangers and with you might have brought some change in how I want to approach things a bit.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When do you want to leave?
When you think you are rested enough, and when you had enough of Nephidis shopping.
I'm nervous to tell her that I plan to leave.
You, depending on how long you need to rest before, I don't know if you fully come back to it. But coming back to St. Meadow is not impossible for us. It's not like you won't see her again.
That's a good point, yeah. I'll definitely be back.
Anyway, I don't think Copper will have any fund left if it discontinues for the rest of the guild.
That's fair.
I've been secretly putting back funds into the coffers from my own for the past week because she's emptying it way too fast.
Is it really that bad?
Not that bad, but I'm trying to compensate a bit.
I'll have a talk with her then.
Unless there's other things you would like to do. I would like us to talk about the new campaign.
I
One thing.
have things that Copper. If this is where Copper ends, I have things to say.
I have one thing for Poppy real quick,
Sure.
which is related to Arastelle. Actually, she's gonna bring Arastelle the rings. She's like, look at the new jewelry we have for the guild and stuff like that. And she's going to say that there was actually a coin underneath the leadership ring with your name, with like that had your name by it. And it is a coin to the Thieves Guild that stole Nephile.
Yeah.
Because they gave
okay.
a coin to flip and Chase left it for you
Yeah.
underneath your leadership ring.
Okay.
So you will have. Oh no, we don't have any of that kind of.
Roll initiative.
So you'll have the silver Nordic knot ring, the leadership ring, and plus that one, that coin.
He gave this to me and not Copper?
I don't know. It was just underneath the ring. I just grabbed it to bring it over to you.
It was meant for Copper, but Puppy decided otherwise.
You guys can write your own narrative there if you'd like, but I won't say anything.
That is so funny. Well, okay. Thank
I also
you.
took this from Copper's bag. It's a little crystal with Chase's soul in it. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Okay. So yeah, the things that Copper plans on doing leading up, he's kind of staying back, because he's thinking of Latasha's words. But so while he's waiting for that moment to happen, he's plans on making everything's in order at the guild. He's, I think, also going to use his string to like recruit animals around Silk Meadow to like keep guard of the guild while he's gone. He can do that once a day. He's going to ask for a crystal to be made to go to Cairdoon. And oh, then yeah, he also wanted to find Chase's family to make sure that they're doing well. I kind of imagine that Copper would adopt Chase's family as his own.
I never really decided on a town or a country, in all honesty.
Silk Meadow.
So I'm talking about where they were sent, because they were sent out of Silk Meadow.
Yeah, but Jacob can just bring them back now that there's no threat to the guild.
That's true. So.
And then yeah, once he has everything in order, he would go over to find Manuku and the Omen Slayers.
We'll leave the guild and go to Basil.
Yeah.
What about the guild?
People can run it without him, right? There's people there.
Obviously. There's still people there.
Doesn't sound like you're abandoning the guild. It's that you're going on a quest right now, is the idea. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to... Copper sees the guild as a home. So, yeah, it's kind of just like he's going on an extended mission.
Sure.
Once he, fights, the Mother of Omens, or whatever Manuku saw, he'll go back to the guild.
Jacob will be there. There's still plenty of NPCs and PCs, so it can run itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Anything else?
He would continue to tell the tale of the strangers.
Sounds good to me. The guild lives another day, wherever it may be, or what may happen in the future. Not all was lost, except the guild funds.
Yeah.
She doesn't even go here.
She's not even an adventurer. Why did she have access to all of that? Who gave her the keys?
I assume that's Turiel. It's just like, sure, she can have some
I
fun.
don't care. So, we did it.
Yeah. We did it.
It's kind of funny that it ended with us four.
Not very surprised. But yeah, I had the plans of going with the last sort of farewell thank you message. Once that, now that we're officially done. I will probably go like if we make a new campaign and be like, here are the house rule for this. Starting level is 5. I will go through all the magical item and I will probably remove a bunch of them and readjust maybe some of them. Give you starting gold so you can buy some basic items.
Yeah.
Like it's a new campaign. I'll probably rework some of the personal things you have. For example, Arastelle's teleportation plus current healing thingy may change.
Okay.
Zorro's hammer will change because his hammer was taught. It's made for a campaign that was more high fantasy with level 9 or 10 on its way. So this hammer is not made for level 5 character with
Sure it
different
is. I'm
bad
gonna
I
miss
was
with
about
it all
to
the time
say.
anyways.
It's made for any
Yeah,
level
you're right. You're
character.
right. So yeah, I'll rework all of that. Same for the
Mhm.
spells. I'll probably remove all the homebrew stuff we had, or most of it, things like that.
Okay.
I'll just keep this a little more simple, so that it's easier for everyone to follow.
Yeah,
May it
if
be
we're
us,
gonna
or if there's actual people watching on stream, so that they don't go always like, "What's this?" Like,
Mm.
just more basic D&D experience.
yeah, I'll chat with you about it. I'll make a decision.
Oh yeah, that was leading to me wondering if you were keeping Poppy, if you had ideas for new character, and how we will need to integrate you in there.
Yeah.
Because right now, my it wasn't too much hidden. I hope that my goal tonight was to try to open some doors for the futures,
Yeah.
which I did with Arastelle, Zovril, and Philibert. But I did not do anything for Poppy because don't know where you'll be going with going forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
keep me updated. Look it up. As for dates, I planned on maybe. Who am I kidding? I plan on keeping July more D&D free, but who am I kidding? I'm just gonna find the one boring. When would end of July make sense for you?
Probably not for Ethan.
Probably the second week of August would be the earliest for me if everything's
Like August 11th then?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
And at that point, that's gonna be hard for me because I'm on family vacation the very first week of August.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, Grim's gonna be so bored.
Scheduling, no!
Still have Strix that we could pop into, right?
Oh yeah, we do have Strix. You'll be fine,
Yeah.
Grim.
We have Strix.
we
set
can
up
do some
Strix
one
Ned's
shots.
July.
Strix,
Yep.
I
Can we
no,
start
not
a new
one shots.
anthology series?
Strix I
I'll
haven't
do one.
spoke,
Let's say
which means
Tonio
that
said he would do his one shot.
Sorry?
I said I heard Tonio say he would do a one shot.
Yep. If you want to play Havoc Brigade, it's a bunch of orcs doing an infiltration mission in an imperial city. Stupid one shot about rampaging orcs, noisy, causing chaos, and trying to get out.
So Grim,
It-
you could be a player.
oh no, that works for me. Just tell me when. I say I won't have D&D, but I've got I'm playing in the game in like 2
For
weeks. things like that,
Pathfinder,
so.
yeah.
And I've got
Hmm.
Pathfinder. I mean, I'm also going to be playing in a one-shot, War Machine one-shot.
Oh,
Iron
there you
Bolt
go.
is the actual name. I have to make my character. I haven't done it yet, so.
Like any good player, right there.
But yeah, I would be interested if you want to do a one-shot for this.
yeah, for sure. And there's no prep. You don't have to create characters. They're
Perfect.
pre-built. It's,
Also,
I'm down.
it's really
if there are
silly
people
and fun. So.
up for one-shots, I'm always up to run horror one-shots, but I know it's not everyone's vibe.
I love
already
horror one
said
shots.
I would do it. Don't look at me.
You could get
I
Arastelle in
know
on that
you
too.
looked at me.
You know, I looked at you.
Yes.
All 4 of you on my screen. Right
No,
there.
you looked at me when you said that.
My God.
Targeted.
Yeah.
I'll to feel targeted. But yeah, we could figure out some one shots during this time. Honestly, nothing could stop us from looking into like character-centric one shot for whatever's future of Arcavios will be named. So it's up to you if you have ideas. Bring them up. Any other questions?
Easy peasy. I'll probably message you tomorrow with questions.
Okay. I thought I was free. Doobie was free.
I'll have question about streaming, but it doesn't need to be dealt with right away. But like stuff like that.
You need a camera.
You literally only need a camera. You don't need anything else. It's going
A
to be
microphone?
on. It's going to be on Grimm's channel, so you just need to show up.
If there's anything, feel free to ask as usual. I'll probably be answering as soon as I can.
Okay.
GG all.
GG's.
GG to these 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one shot.
Mhm.
It was nice. It was fun.
It was a really fun
Finally.
one shot. Thanks, Grim.
I don't know. We're missing a player from the first day, but other than that,
We're missing
did well.
2. No. Yeah, it was just.
No,
it was
we're just missing
Jess.
Jess.
Yeah.
yes.
That's
So
so
yeah,
funny.
time to go, and my headset just beep 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 3 times, so I guess it's really time to go.
Yeah.
My headset's dead. So yeah,
GG.
see ya.
GG.